Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, everyone's still alive, and you all have.
Somehow.
There's so many bad jokes I could make. I'm gonna stop. Chat, let me know if you can hear everyone through the Zoom call. Hopefully, everyone is coming through loud and clear.
It's that for now.
The for now was implied. I have to remember to look up. My camera is up here. Yep, it's something in this damn room. I still hear it, and I don't know what it is. It's going to drive me up a wall. But you know what? I'm going to mute the capture card now that we're in the live screen.
Yeah, we don't need the in-game sound.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
So, while I'm fixing audio, how's everyone doing? How have you been in our 2-week break since the last episode?
Inside.
Yeah.
Oh, I figured inside was a given. I meant... Yes, the laptops are new, Undead Ooze. Is that a... Oh, someone has your emote in the chat, Shannon.
Yeah, I started streaming in the last 2 weeks, and our community is big on creating their own emotes, and so I cannot take any credit for them, but they are afoot.
I just love that the entire emote is Shannon LOL Yeehaw Dina. Like, that is the entire...
They like to say yeehaw. They call themselves the Only Shans, and then there's a faction of the Only Shans called the Chaos Cowboys. What up's Chaos Cowboys?
Oh
so
my
they
god.
They like
Only
to have
Shans?
hats. Yeah, Only Shans.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Shannon's been
Take
streaming
credit.
for like 5 minutes, and her fans have already like split into like subgroups and factions.
I
Right?
was in a Shannon stream, and it was, I mean, I couldn't keep up with chat at all. I said hey, I popped in, and I was just like, this is amazing, this is fantastic.
Ooh, that
They're
reminds
awesome.
me. Let me do the cast command and make sure it's up to date.
It's almost like Shannon's
It
likable
is.
or something.
Shannon-
What?
Likable or something.
I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah,
What's
let's
that?
not push
Yeah,
it.
what is that like? Yeah.
Are you
It's
all gonna
not.
behave?
It's a ruse.
Are you gonna behave?
Always.
I've met all of you. Well, not all of you in real life, but I've known Brian the longest.
I
But he's...
withhold comment.
Oh, well, thank you for the resub, Gary. I appreciate you.
Oh, you're very welcome. Got to support the channel.
Thank you. Well, Tom asked, why would they behave? You know, it's a fair question, Tom.
Truly.
But yes, before we get started, thanks for coming back. I know we took a couple weeks off. I had Gen Con stuff to do, and then life sometimes gets in the way of rolling D20s. So before we get started, everyone say who you are, what you do, and remind us who your characters are, and then we'll recap, and then we'll see what happened in this mine. And hopefully your DM will remember what happened too.
Shall I go first?
Sure. You can actually no. I'm gonna go in the order I see on my screen. So Brian is first.
Oh, hi. I am Brian, Urban Bohemian. Recently partnered on Twitch, and lately just doing my usual variety streams. Really happy to be back, and my character Archon, the Tiefling Bard, basically is, at least on the surface, mostly about getting paid, and rolls his eyes a lot, I think, at the shenanigans. Oh, and I forgot. No, wait. Sorry. No, I actually forgot. Somebody else go. It's gone.
Oh,
It was
no.
there, and it's gone now. It's gone.
It's okay. Next would be Shannon.
Hi guys, my name's Shannon Woodward. I'm a human woman. I'm an actor, and I recently started streaming on Twitch under Shannon is Live. If you want to come through, I play Barb, the gnome barbarian, and Barb's just trying to get business done and keep the peace. She's taken no nonsense lately.
Next is Nick. Adam. I said Nick because I looked at your Twitter handle.
Don't worry about it. Half the world.
He's
calls me Nick.
used to
It's
it.
fine. Yeah. So who am I? I'm Adam. I'm a. Oh wait. I got confused. Okay, so I'm Adam. I'm a game developer that no one's heard of, and I'm playing Smoop, a changeling bard, and basically my entire thing is being a pain in everyone else's ass, not on purpose, just because I'm chaotic at heart.
And last but definitely not least is Gary.
Hi, I'm Gary Witter. I'm a screenwriter and author, also the creator and host of Animal Talking, the talk show that takes place entirely inside Animal Crossing. In fact, that's where this show was born. This is an idea that we had when Cypher was a guest on Animal Talking. I'm very glad to be doing it. My character, his name is Merengue. He is an aquatic half-elf paladin with a dark past, kind of a nihilist. Doesn't really believe in very much other than money. But he secretly is on a quest for redemption. There's a better version of Merengue in there trying to get out, and I hope we'll find him on this journey together.
We should. And I am your DM, Tanya, Cypher Tier. I'm playing all your NPCs and running everyone through this adventure, which is a pre-made adventure. I'm kind of tweaking as we go based on what folks do, how they react to events in the game, and throwing fun stuff in that's not in the adventure as written. Oh my god, what did I throw in there last time? That Shannon bamboozled. Thank you. It's been a long 2 weeks.
The bamboozling.
Yeah.
That we got a GIF out of.
That was
live.
already memed. Yeah, that became a meme almost immediately.
Yes, Shannon is now a meme of a bamboozle.
It was bound to happen.
That was fast. That was entirely fast. I was just like, there's already a GIF, we're still on. But people are fast. Alright. So anything else you want to talk about? Any kind of feedback or thoughts before we get into gameplay? Because remember, part of this is also teaching you all how to play, because everyone's new or returning to D&D, so part of this is supposed to be educational as well.
It's been one big learning experience for me so far, and I hope that continues. I'm here to learn.
Awesome. Anyone else?
No, I started playing in a social game with friends over Zoom like 2 weeks ago too. So I've been catching up on my knowledge.
Oh, nice.
Awesome.
Putting it in practice.
Oh, what are you playing in the casual game?
I'm playing I'm a wood elf cleric named Zion.
Oh, fun. I want to hear more
Cool.
about it later.
It's like a vampire-y story, so I went with cleric, so my spells would be useful.
I like
Nice.
it.
Yes, according to chat, you are now Barb the Bamboozling. Barb the Bamboozling.
That's me.
I love it.
Alright, so, as far as we all remember, you all had gotten to the mine, you'd gotten our rather grumpy mine overseer there after some encounters with orcs and bamboozling direwolves, and, he convinced you all with a nice amount of gold to investigate the mine because the were-rats don't actually belong there. He was surprised to see them. He thought he'd find orcs and other people. So you've been shown quarters. It's the next morning. You've all had a rest. I don't think anyone got hurt during the bamboozly direwolf fight, so you didn't lose any HP anyway. And it's morning. Before you try to find breakfast or what passes for breakfast among some were-rats, what is everyone doing?
In my room, just with this bucket of water, just attempting to wash off what's on my skin. It's a little bit weird to be in a rat hole.
Yeah, well, they're I was gonna say they're not barbarians, but you're barbarian.
Duality is my specialty.
I was like, they're not living like barbarians, and I'm like, wait a minute.
Clean barbarian.
You're a very clean barbarian, but this is, they've made it into homes, so there is kind of a wellspring, and they've found a place where they can pull up water and heat it. So there actually is clean hot water for you to bathe if you request it. You don't have to settle for a cold bath.
I'll make sure to ask about that next time.
Yeah. So, you can always ask that, or, the DM can always be like, people are living in this mine as well as working, and working in a mine is kind of dirty. So they have figured out a way to have hot, clean water.
I would 100% be on top of the hot, clean water, and I desperately need a shower.
Well, shower's
yeah.
going to be a bit much, because it is still a mine. But there is like a communal bathing pool, or they could bring you a copper tub and some hot water if you asked.
I go to the communal bathing pool.
All right, so you go to the communal bathing pool. Is anyone else enjoying a communal hot bath, or what is everyone doing?
I think Merengue probably is. Oh, by the way, so again, Cypher, isn't it? Like when I should I talk about my character in the first person or the third person?
I think it kind of goes between if you're like really getting into it and saying like Merengue, because sometimes it'll depend. Like what I'll do is I'll say if someone else in the party addresses Merengue, or what are you doing as Merengue, you could say I. But if it's describing a thing you're doing, you could say Merengue goes to find breakfast, or I guess it depends on how immersed you want to be in Merengue during the play session, or what you're doing. Because for me,
I'm thinking it might be clearer if I just refer to Merengue in the third person, just so you know when it's me talking and when I'm talking about my character. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So
yeah,
Merengue, I think, is also in the communal hot tub here. He is, of course, an aquatic species, so he's most at home in water. Probably needs to spend some time in water every day just to kind of refresh his aquatic scaly skin. Doesn't like to get too dry. And again, Merengue's attitude all along has just been, let's get paid. I'm all about the money. Probably just thinking like, hey, what's the quickest, easiest way to get the most money out of this gig. Also very suspicious. Don't trust Don John Raskin. Don't trust any of these rat creatures. That's just his nature. And also probably quite hungry. I just in the moment here have decided that one of Merengue's characteristics is that he has a voracious appetite, and he's always thinking about how he can fill his belly.
Okay, so he's hungry and greedy.
Yes, greedy for cash and hungry for food.
So he's a glutton in all senses.
A glutton for everything. He's a bit of a hedonist, I think. Lots of vices, Merengue.
All right, so this is a teaching moment. So this is a moment where you're in a communal bath, and and not that I think this would happen, but if there were opportunity for copulation or even flirting, that's a moment where if it was with another character, behave. I'm also describing something. Behave, or I'll turn the stream around. So this would be a moment where it would be like, okay, let's stop and discuss this really quick. Are you okay with my character flirting with your character? Or if you want to flirt with an NPC, you'd be like, okay, I want to approach this NPC because we're in a communal bath, we're naked anyway. Is that okay? Or is that okay? Is that something you as a GM would allow? Because everyone's not going to be okay with that. And also, we're on during the day, and I'd rather not get my channel yanked. So there's a limit to what we can do and say. Some people, get very down and dirty. As long as you're not, we're not enacting or anything, so we could be as verbal as we want. But again, it's not everyone's comfort level, and also what everyone's okay with hearing and being kind of privy to. So this would be a moment where if you decide to do that, if for some reason Merengue decided that were-rat ladies were his thing, that's a moment to go, are you okay with this as a GM, and is everyone okay if Merengue kind of goes for the gusto before we really get into the mission?
Okay. Well, I appreciate you bringing that up. Just so we're clear, that really was the farthest thing from my mind. Merengue's just hungry. He likes to eat.
No,
I think
I
he has
know.
a lot of vices. I don't think he's horny or anything. I think he likes money. He likes food. Probably likes to gamble. Likes to drink. But I don't know if he's necessarily like a player or anything. That's not how I see him.
Well, it could.
Rat connoisseur.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm just saying, it has come up in other games that I've either been in, and Brian was in the game that I GM'd where everyone was in hell, and I think I kind of surprised him by having an NPC blatantly flirt with him. So it's always good to have consent, in case that was a thing on your mind, and it's not. It's just something to throw out there to think about.
Taken on board for future reference. Yes, absolutely.
And I'll just use this opportunity to let you all know, I consent to everything.
Oh dear. Well,
I'm gonna make.
All right, so it's me and Smoop in the hot tub so far. Is that where we're at?
you and Smoop are in that communal tub. Barb, are you just enjoying a bath in your room then?
Yeah, I'm not gonna bathe with the group. I just think, for Barb, you gotta draw the line somewhere.
You're not
It's
that
me
much
time.
togetherness.
I need a little me time.
Was there some bread or something available to eat?
Well, not at the communal bath. Once you're out of the bath, you could ask someone to lead you to where like the mess hall is. But also, Archon, what are you doing?
Let's see. Did it seem? I guess Archon would have been curious if everyone was using the communal bathing area, like us and the were-rats working in the mine.
Yeah, I mean, this is a communal area, so the were-rats that would have kind of a morning shift would be in there, like coming and going. Like they're a community. They're like nudity is nothing surprising them. Also, they're were-rats, so they're kind of furry. So, so if things are gonna happen, it's not gonna be first thing in the morning. If folks get down like that.
Some people are early risers. It's fine. Archon would definitely go to the communal area with Smoop and Merengue, and mostly he's going to keep his ears open, only because there was surprise that we are suddenly surrounded by were-rats working the line. So, like, if there are others there, he's basically just trying to keep his ears open.
Okay.
Makes sense.
So are you all chatting while you're all kind of getting bathed and your ablutions for the morning done? Or are you just like, I'm gonna get clean, I'm gonna get out? What?
My intention was to eat breakfast while bathing, but
No.
that's weird or something.
No, you cannot pollute the communal bath with food.
Who eats in the tub?
I think we just found out.
That's gross.
That's not the grossest thing.
So
I'm very curious what Archon is thinking of the situation, because as it seems, both Archon and Barb are clearly the ones who are paying the most attention to our surroundings, as opposed to Merengue's tunnel vision of gold and glory, and me just not paying attention in the same way.
Okay. Alright, so, you managed to all get bathed and, just for the sake of fun and to knock the rust off, those of you in the communal bath, give me a perception check and tell me if you notice anything, I'll tell you if you notice something based on your
so I'm
rolls.
gonna roll perception, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
oh god, it's a 7.
You know that you're in water.
Wow.
I got a 3. Not great. Plus a +1 is 4.
You just know that you're no longer like getting dehydrated, which would be very bad for you, Merengue, because you are aquatic. So you're just glad that you're in some water right now.
Yeah, I just kind of go into like my natural Zen state. This is like where I belong, is like in water. I kind of immerse and I kind of get very introspective and go inward. Like, don't bother me when I'm up to my neck in water, basically.
Are you having a Zen Batman moment of you are the night, you are the water?
Yeah, kind of. Like, and this is my natural state. I am become water, much like Bruce Lee, or like Vader in his Bacta tank in Rogue One. Like, just kind of like chilling out and like becoming like this is my private reflection period. Please do not disturb me while it's like in real life. If you disturb me while I'm eating, you're going to be in for a hard time. Like, I just want to eat my food in peace, and that's kind of like Merengue when he's in the tub.
So note to self: if I ever meet Gary, we can never have dinner together.
No, you if we sit down to dinner together, that's all good. But if I'm eating by myself and you come over and start talking to me, I'm probably going to growl at you.
What's the growl sound like?
I'm curious now.
Yeah, you need to tell us now. Is it like?
Yeah, give us the growl.
We need the growl.
It's just kind of like this.
Okay,
It's not an aggressive growl. It's more just like just like I'm annoyed kind of thing, like a
warning.
guttural.
That's declaring
yeah,
intent.
yeah.
I got it.
So that is what the direwolves would have sounded like had you not bamboozled them.
Indeed. If had I been eating on the road when those direwolves had come along, I could have taken care of business for you.
Yeah, and also, Adam, what did you get for perception?
I rolled a 1 plus 5.
Oh, so but a 1 is a crit fail.
Yeah.
Can you explain what that is, Tanya? A crit fail?
Sure. So D&D is a D20 system. 1 is the lowest number you can roll, and 20 is the highest number you can naturally roll on the dice. 1 is a critical failure. So you not just failed, you failed spectacularly. And conversely, if you get a 20, you have like done this thing better than anyone has ever done the thing before. And that's before you count all your bonuses. So while you may have gotten a 5 total, you did kind of fail. So, Smoop, in your attempt to kind of look around and be nosy, you actually like try to like raise up in the communal bath and slip, and you go under the water and start choking.
Oh wow!
It's a critical fail. It is a critical fail.
Oh man,
This happened to Smoop in episode 1 as well. Like Smoop is turning into like the slapstick, like C-3PO of the group.
I
Luke,
mean,
how did you make it this far?
We may have to put Smoop's virtual dice in jail. Okay, this is.
I mean, and
this is already.
this is why I've got real dice on my desk. Because the virtual dice, as much as I love D&D Beyond, have never rolled well for me.
Yeah,
So-
I had to get my actual dice out. 'cause-
I wanted to, by the way, just if I may, I want to take a moment to thank my wife Leah, who actually bought me my first ever D20 as a belated birthday gift. It's a beautiful. I wish I had it here to show you. It's beautiful, and Tanya, I don't know if this is like typical of D20s, like they replace the 20 with like a special logo or something. But it's an Animal Crossing D20,
What?
and instead of the 20,
Cool.
That's awesome.
I really want. I wish I'd have brought it down. Instead of the 20, it's like the Animal Crossing leaf. It's really pretty.
Well, we're going to take a break because we're on for 3 hours. So during the break, you could go
Oh,
grab
I'll
it.
go grab it. Yeah, I'll show you after
Can
we
your
get back
wife
from
buy
the
us
break.
presents? Can she buy us presents too?
Or give us a link. Leah, if you're in chat, I would like this link.
That's
Because
fantastic.
that would be amazing.
Maybe we can find like a place that makes custom dice and make like a Dungeon Crossing D20.
Chessex
There.
makes custom dice, but they don't make,
Alright.
they don't do 20, but they will do a D6.
Okay.
Yes, because we're getting more dice made for I Need to Burst games, so. But yes, before we get distracted and start talking about dice, because that will distract me because I'm a dice goblin. So you don't drown Smooth, but you are kind of get out of the water and you're like coughing and you're a little embarrassed by that because you were trying to be nosy and you were nosy almost to the detriment of being alive. And I'm going to guess or tell me if that's kind of the end of everyone's bathing adventure and you're like, okay, time to get working, because Don John is gonna meet you all in the mess hall whenever you're ready, because he wants to give you some more info.
Merengue is definitely out of the tub because now that Smoop has started splashing and floundering away, it's just floundering around. It's like really disturbed my kind of zen moment I was trying to enjoy, my tranquil moment. I was like composing haiku in the tub, and now Smoop's floundering around and splashing and making a mess. Yeah, I'm out.
Wow. All right then, Barb, are you like abluted and all bathed and ready for the day?
Yep, on my way to the mess hall.
All right. So when you all get to the mess hall, you can tell which one is Don John Raskin's table because like he's sitting there like he's the head man in charge. There's a couple were-rats guarding, but they're not like sitting with him. And he waves you all over, and he actually like waves off the guards because it's the mess hall. He doesn't really need guarding in the mess hall. And he makes sure that you all have good food. And to your surprise, the food being served in a mine is actually not bad. You're not like served like gruel or anything, because hey, mining is hard work. You got to eat well.
Can we be more specific? Like what kind of food are they serving in this mess hall?
You could And this is a moment where your DM has to say that a lot of times we don't think about those fine details. So now you have to think about what exactly you could be eating. So while your DM thinks about what you're eating, what are you all doing now that you're back together after a long rest and a hot bath?
Morning.
I mean, Merengue is definitely chowing down. As I said, like I need a hearty breakfast to fuel all my nihilism and my sword arm. So yeah, I'm chowing down on some meat. Like I feel like I'm just tearing some kind of whole roasted bird to pieces right now.
And maybe pace yourself, Merengue.
No, I'm very much a wolf it down kind of paladin.
Everyone sleep all right?
Pretty good, considering you.
I mean, you know, I have thoughts about this situation, but, you know, as comfortably as possible.
Like what?
More like, what have we gotten ourselves into?
Yeah.
I assume you're talking about the surprise were-rat convention that's going on here?
Yeah, we'll start there.
Yeah.
So
I
what-
mean, go ahead.
I was going to say, so curious, Archon, what do you think we should be investigating today?
I just want to keep an eye on Don. Sorry, the name. I want to keep an eye on Raskin. See what he does and how they react. Everyone's acting just a little too like this is okay for my taste.
Are were-rats typically very civilized in the same way as, most of civilization?
Are you asking me that as a player, or are you saying that as a character?
I'm asking at the table. Having no experience with were-rats.
Well, a were creature is going to be as, quote, well, let's not say civilized. A were creature is going to be as sentient as the person who became a were creature. So if they were, because usually if a creature was a rat first and then they became more anthropomorphized, they would be very rat-like in behavior. But it's clear that they were humans first that got rat lycanthropy, I guess, would be.
Oh, that's
thing.
interesting.
So usually when we think about lycanthropy, it is just wolves we think about, but were creatures are usually sentient humans or other creatures that have become infected with some kind of lycanthropy from something that bit them. So maybe there was a rat plague, think kind of Dishonored, the rats that are always around, or they eventually started a community and it became a trait that everyone had, just this whole little were-rat community that grew up together. Because eventually and this could be getting down the rabbit hole, but I treat it like eventually if it doesn't kill you, it becomes a genetic trait. Like if two were-rats find each other, maybe they don't know they're were-rats until that moment of truth. Then it's like, oh wait, we've had more kids. Crap, and now they're were-rats too, and then it just keeps going. But initially, you become a were-rat through infection.
So I understand the werewolf analogy. So you get bitten by a were-rat or whatever, you become one. But is it like a werewolf? Like, can you go back and forth, or is it like with the full moon, or is it once you're a were-rat, you're stuck that way?
So the module is treating it like they're kind of always this half human, half rat look. But I would think that you could probably switch depending on how long you've been a were-rat, how long you've been any kind of were creature, where you can modulate like how much you change and what is the trigger for that change. But at least the way the module is describing them and gives you a photo of them, it looks like they're in this anthropomorphized rat state, where they're walking around on two legs, they're dressed in clothes, but they definitely have rat facial features and a tail. So imagine if like a rat kind of, like if you put on a rat costume would be more like it.
Right.
Oh, okay. So where, in character, have any of y'all seen Don John this morning?
Don John's at the table with you.
It's right here.
Oh, he is with us.
Yep.
Yeah. So you joined him.
Strikes again.
That perception roll is following you from the bath to the table.
Like, he's right there.
Okay.
And
that makes sense.
like he's right there. So while you all were talking, Don John has been asking for more food to be brought, and that food, since Gary, aka Merengue, asked, it's a sausage. You're not sure what animal it's from. You're probably better off not knowing. There's some root veg, so like potatoes, maybe some turnips that have been cut up and steamed, and biscuits, which are surprisingly not bad. They're not great. They're not the best biscuits you've had. And then there's some like bread. It's not biscuits, it's bread that's been made. It's rough bread. It's not like this perfect loaf or whatever, but it's serviceable. And there's wine and there's tea and there's water. Because depending on where you are, the wine and tea may be safer to drink than the water. But, you know that you had clean hot water to bathe in. The drinking water, that's debatable.
Wine for breakfast is definitely a choice. I mean, Merengue personally would be into that.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people do have wine. There is breakfast wine. Prosecco is a great choice for breakfast wine. So that is your morning fare. Don John looks up and he looks over everyone's like, so did you all rest okay?
No complaints. I had a very rough bed, and by bed I mean it was mostly just rocks that I was laying on.
Okay, so out of character, you would have had a real bed. You wouldn't have had rocks. Again, people live there and work there, so you would have had an actual bed.
Maybe Smoop's perception is so bad he couldn't even find his own bed.
Wow.
I was in character about to be like, there's a bed.
Yeah. Smoop is like the Mr. Magoo of this group.
Oh no. Wow, at least Mr. Magoo had the giant glasses to help him.
Yeah.
Smoop, we're gonna have to get you some D&D version of spectacles.
He needs them.
So yeah.
I would like a biscuit and tea, so I'm gonna snag a biscuit and tea.
All right. So Don John's just looking at the rest of you like, you gonna answer like manners? Anybody?
Oh, slept great.
Yeah, it was fine.
Merengue pretty much slept with one eye open because again he's very suspicious about this whole enterprise. Doesn't trust Don John yet. Merengue is one of these people that very much believes that trust needs to be earned. He doesn't just grant it for free. And Don John yet has not done anything to earn his trust. He's certainly very suspicious of these were-rats. So basically slept, with one eye open, staring at the door all night, which he's become very good at over the years. And for that reason is not as well rested as he might be, but certainly very alert.
Okay.
I like to imagine that Merengue's saying that entire thing out loud at the table. Because, as you asked in character questions, and then Merengue said all that, he's speaking about himself in third person, it seems. So, is that the case?
Yes.
Don John, I'm sorry, Merengue has a tendency to think out loud when he first wakes up. You can tell he leads with his stomach. Now, is there any kind of update that we need to know? Did anything happen over the night that we should know about?
No, nothing untoward happened. I got settled. I'm in the overseer's quarters. No one tried to poison me, surprisingly. But, wasn't expecting a den full of were-rats. From what I've been told, there were orc workers here. And, we found the dead orcs on the way here, so something's clearly going on. And he actually looks around cautiously. He's like, after you're done eating, come back to my office, and we can speak privately. Because, even though he sent the guards away, he doesn't want to blurt out his whole plan. He's not a movie villain. He's not going to give you the monologue at the breakfast table. So he finishes his own meal and kind of, gives you all another kind of meaningful glance before he heads off to his office. The question is, do any of you remember how to get back to his office?
Don't ask me.
I mean, don't ask Smoop. I know that much. I personally don't remember. It's been 3 weeks.
I can lead.
All right. If everyone's done, Barb leads you back to Don John's office. I'm not going to torture you and make you roll to see if you remember how to get there, because that would just be mean.
Oh, phrase.
I was pulling up.
I would.
I was like, I'm getting the map ready, and I'm like, wait, what?
Let's have Smoot roll his D1 again.
Oh no. Well, there is no D1, but he just critically failed.
It may as well be.
I think he has
Wow.
a D20, but every side of it is a 1.
We'll just wind up back at town.
Yeah.
You'll find that direwolf, and you won't be able to bamboozle it this time. That's what's going to happen. You'll all die. So you get back in there, and Don John has whoever comes in last ask you to shut the door, and there's no guards in there. It's just you 5, and he looks at all of you, and he actually glances over at Merengue, and he kind of leans back and gives you a look. He's like, "So Merengue, you said that you don't trust me. Is that correct?"
Well, don't take it personally. I'm speaking as Merengue here. Don't take it personally, Don John. I don't trust anyone. And it's not that I think you're a bad person. It's just that, again, I feel that trust needs to be earned. My default mode when I meet someone for the first time is I'm not going to trust you until you give me a reason to. You haven't given me a reason to yet. My real concern, though, really is these were-rats. They're not supposed to be here. We found dead orcs slaughtered on the road. We don't yet have a good explanation from the were-rats, as far as I recall, as to why they've suddenly taken control of this mine. I would like to talk to the were-rat overseer or foreman or whatever and find out exactly what the circumstances were under which they mysteriously took over this mine. But to answer your question, no, I don't trust you. I don't trust anyone. I want some answers.
And so he actually chuckles, and quickly out of character. This is your actions coming back to haunt you, Gary, because you did
story of my life.
You did attempt to murder him within minutes of meeting him. So this is a I'm not going to kill your character because that would just be dirty and that would not be fun. But it is going to be kind of a, hey, your actions have consequences. Since, Brian said it in the chat, but I was like, you don't trust him. Okay, we're going to see how this works out for you. So he leans back and he's like, that's interesting that you say that, considering, what was it you said? You could just kill me and take my gold? Wasn't that what you said?
Yeah, but I said that to your face. It wasn't like I was scheming behind your back. I said that right in front of you. With Merengue, what you see is what you get.
I was there. I know you said it to my face. So I just find it interesting that you are the main one talking about not trusting people.
Didn't say I wasn't a hypocrite.
I want to dislike you, but at least you're upfront with your bullshit. So
That's right. You've got my number. That's Merengue to a T.
Oh boy.
Upfront with his bullshit.
I'm wondering what's going to kill you first: what you run into, or Don John. So he just shakes his head and he's like, "Oh, you work with what you got. You work with what you got." So he looks over at Barb and he looks at the rest of you. He's like, "All right. So here's the deal. The were-rats were driven out of their home, and surprisingly, they were able to take out the orcs that normally run this mine. That's part of why the old overseer's gone. See, the old overseer wasn't real fond of were-rats. And turns out that they took a bit of a fall into a mine shaft and kept going. And I don't think they've found him yet, which is why I got summoned here. I don't care about were-rat, orc, none of that bullshit. I just want to make sure that the mine runs. But were-rats, they're here mostly because they just want somewhere to live, not because they want to work. I'm not saying they're lazy, but a lot of them don't want to work for me either. They just kind of want to live in the mine, which is cool. But there's not enough room for the mine and work and making money, so they gotta go. And they told me the only way they're going is to get their old home back. That's what I need you to do. The mine, worst comes to worst, I go back to what I was doing and they take over the mine, because I'm not going to work with people that don't want to be here. Because, you know what? I'm an old black dude. I had enough of that shit. I'm good. But if we can get their old home back, we can get more orcs to come in and work and, pay everybody a fair wage, unlike the people down the road. And get this mine back in gold making within a few weeks.
So just so we're clear, is the issue here that the mine right now isn't making money, it isn't functioning, because these were-rats aren't really working the mine as the orcs were. They're basically now just squatting in it? Is that the problem?
They're doing the bare minimum to have enough to live off of, but they're not really interested in the mine turning a profit. And
when you said get their old home back, what is the issue? Have they somehow lost their home or been evicted from their home?
So here's the thing. What had happened, the same orcs that were working in the mine, some of them weren't satisfied with this, and they pushed the were-rats out. There's some kind of conflict they've had. I don't know. Someone tried to explain it. I don't understand were-rat and orc politics. It was a mess. So they're fighting. The orcs kicked them out of their house. They decided to kick them out of the mine, but the mine's not really a house. It's a business. So everybody's losing money the longer this shenaniganry goes on. We just need the orcs to get out, the were-rats to go back, so the orcs that took over their place can come back here and work, and we can get balance restored. People can earn money and go about their day, go back to their homes. I'm a businessman. I don't care about why folks are fighting. I just want the mine working.
Okay.
How far away is their lost home?
That is a good question. I am looking really quickly. It's no more than about a day's walk. But the thing is, you got to go through the mine to get to their old place. Because if you try to go around the mountain, it's going to be about a week.
So the only way to get to the were-rat home is through the mine?
Correct.
Okay.
Is the way through the mine dangerous? Like, is it... Or is this something we just need to figure out using that map?
Oh, it's very dangerous. Why do you think I'm not going?
And when we get through, do we know anything about the situation ahead of us? Like, so we know that the orcs have obviously squatted in the rats' home. Do we know anything about the orcs? Do they have a leader? Is there literally any details for us to go on?
Yes, and I will tell you in a moment. Coneyberry. So, the were-rats come from a town named Coneyberry. Normally, people, when they find it, they think it's abandoned. But that's because the were-rats normally keep to themselves. They make it look abandoned so people don't try to hang out there. Sorry, Barb, but barbarians kind of sacked it a few years ago. And the were-rats took it over because the humans didn't want to hang out there anymore. And along the way is a shrine to Savras. And that's who the were-rats, at least this faction, is dedicated to. So, if you can get them this town back, that, it's going to look like it's totally abandoned by the time you get there. They will give up the mine, but you'll also have to fight the orcs that have taken over their place. It may not even look abandoned when you're there, because orcs don't really like to hide like that.
Now the orcs took the place because they didn't want to work the mine anymore, or they just decided to take the place because...
They took the place because they're in conflict with the were-rats. Why they're in conflict with the were-rats is yet to be revealed to you or determined. Okay. So basically, think of it like Hatfields and McCoys. They're feuding just a feud at this point.
Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so the orcs basically turfed the were-rats out of their ancestral home or whatever, and the were-rats are now stuck here and they're not happy about it and they want their home back. Is that a correct summary?
Yes. So it wasn't like they wanted to live in a mine. They prefer city living, but they took what... The orcs took what was theirs. They took what they saw belonged to the orcs. They killed some. The rest now live in this place, and it's honestly a surprise that you've not had a battle pitched in front of the mine yet. But everybody's in this weird, like, all right, I got to go through the mine to get to the people I hate. Like, it's almost like it's too much work to go fight you right now. Let me make a plan. Like when you got somebody you really don't like, but it's too much work to bother them.
So this is Merengue, getting to the were-rat home, I'm sure is one thing.
Yeah.
And then once we get there, what's the strategy? Are we just going to slaughter all of these orcs? Because we obviously Merengue would be down with that. But I mean, like, how are we going to resolve this issue once we get to the were-rat home that the orcs have usurped and that the were-rats want back? I mean, it seems like we would just have to kill them all, right? They're probably not going to want to negotiate or leave quietly.
We're certainly going to assess our options once we see what the situation is. Everybody wants something, Merengue.
Okay.
Archon? Thoughts? I see you have thoughts.
I just like we're not going to like, you know, sometimes we can solve things with words, you know.
What if I agree with you. Obviously my main attributes aren't intelligence and strength apparently, but what if considering the fact that I am a changeling, is it possible for us to look at this from another angle? Let's say I were to change my appearance and blend in with the were-rats to try and get more information as to what the conflict is actually about and see if there's anything we can resolve by doing that. Does this sound like a feasible plan to any of you?
Interesting.
As long as you have faith in your ability to gather information today.
Let me look.
The day started well.
Are your stealth abilities better than your perception?
Well, it doesn't. I don't necessarily need to be stealth because, like, my race essentially can change into any race, and be among them. It's just more so a matter of what would it be? It would be deception, and my deception is my highest stat.
Yeah, Archon is just giving Smoop a hard time because Archon's just going to assume this is morning Smoop. This is morning Smoop. Like,
Walk among them, changed into an orc by accident.
Wow. I mean, being an orc wouldn't be terrible. Remember, orcs are not orcs are not inherently bad.
just being the enemy in the middle of being an orc in the middle of were-rats right now would probably not be a good look.
I mean, if you change to an orc right now, it would go very bad. That's a yes, but moment for you, Adam. Yes, you could do it, but it will not go well.
Yeah.
But I, as a GM, I do like that option of changing to a were-rat and trying to figure out what the conflict is, because you could. Mm-hmm. I mean, and not to metagame or tell you what to do, but an idea could be, you're changing to a were-rat. Are you going to go amongst people and be like, I'm a new worker, I just showed up, and I've heard some things, can someone fill me in? Like, or as Jay in the chat just said, hello, fellow were-rats.
How do you do, fellow were-rats?
It's me, a were-rat, as well.
So, a table question. How?
Yes.
In terms of the, I guess it's not really. How have the were-rats been like looking at these basically 6 new people who showed up, 1 their boss, and 4 people? Sorry, yeah, I can count. I promise. The new boss and the four people dragging. Have they been reacting like, or are they just kind of giving us like the dagger eyes, or when are you going to get tired and leave?
They're moderately like interested. They figure, well, they know that you escorted Don John there. And some are a little curious, and some are just assuming you'll leave probably in a couple days, because you got him there. Once you get paid, you're probably gonna leave. They're not too interested in you, but if you let Smoop go do his plan and try to have lunch with them or just go talk to them, some would talk to you. Just like if you go to a party and meet people, some folks would talk to a brick wall, and some people would be like, "How dare you, peasant? Who are you?" So there would be there'd be various degrees of interest in you all, but not enough to be like, "Oh, who's this?" They wouldn't be super suspicious. Now, if one of you was an orc, it'd be a whole other ball game.
So I'd like to ask Don John. So Don John, do you know if there is some sort of a foreman or some sort of a higher level were-rat worker here that would be the appropriate person to talk to if I wanted this information. If I were to say, disguise as the were-rat and approach them to try and get information from them.
Yeah, we've got a couple four rats. Four rats.
Four rats.
Four rats.
What?
It's good.
Why not? Why not?
Oh god, I'm just laughing. Yeah, we've got a 4 rat for each level of the mine, and if I give you paperwork and say that you're new and you need to get checked in and shown around, that won't raise any suspicion. But you speak common, and most of the were-rats do speak common. What other languages do you speak? Because I don't know if were-rats speak in a language other than common. Because I'm not a were-rat, I have no idea. But usually everyone speaks in common, as far as I know. But, I could help with this plan, because I like it better than going to murder everyone. For now.
Yeah. Also, I would die if we got in a battle. So, I'd like to avoid a battle. I know Barb and Merengue are raring to go almost all the time. But if we can avoid a battle, it results in me still being alive. That's a plus for me.
I'm sure you're not as fragile as you're making out to be. Otherwise, you wouldn't have got this far.
I almost died in the bath this morning.
As
He's joking.
He's kidding. He's kidding. No, yeah, very effective. Very effective member. Yes.
As Merengue, I would just like to point out that there are two sides to every story, and we haven't spoken to an orc yet. And as Cypher rightly points out, orcs are not inherently bad. We've seen some dead orcs. We've heard some kind of story from the were-rats, but it maybe has a bit of an odor to it. I'm happy to explore this, and again, violence is always an option, a last resort certainly, but I'd be interested to see if there's more to this story than meets the eye. Obviously, the were-rats are going to tell us the version of the story that suits their narrative. Who knows? The were-rats, could be the instigators or the villains of the piece. I certainly don't trust them. There's a tale to be gotten to the bottom of here for sure.
So with that, Don John, he actually does the full tilt back in his chair, puts his boots up on the desk, and he's like, "Did you just two sides this whole thing?" He's looking right at you.
I have no reason to know anything about either of these factions, and who is on the good or the bad side here. Right now I've only heard, all I've seen is some dead orcs and some were-rats saying that the orcs are the bad guys, and that's not enough information for me to reach a conclusion as to what's really going on here yet.
You're interesting. He's just sitting there, and remember, he looks like a big buff. I've seen some shit, black version of Crocodile Dundee. So imagine this dude giving you the stink eye. You ain't, I'm surprised you're still alive. He's like, friend, if you find an orc and can get a story out of them, and you decide they're the bad guys and want to turn on your friends and not earn the money you've been offered, go with, whatever deity at one point you served.
Yeah, I'm all for it. I want information. Again, Merengue's getting this bad rep as chop people up first, ask questions later, but I want to ask some questions.
All right, that's fair. It's fair, but you did also just say violence is an option.
And as a last resort.
It is.
I mean, if we wouldn't be carrying we wouldn't be carrying all these weapons if it weren't an option.
Oh yeah, absolutely. All right, so what do you all going to do?
We need information.
Okay, so Smoop, are you going to do the changeling thing and become a were-rat?
Yes. So if he's got the paperwork, I would like to find one of these 4 rats after changing into a were-rat and approach them and attempt some, deceptive practices.
Okay, is anyone gonna go with him on the pretense of just wanting to see the mine that they brought this dude to, or are you all gonna go do your own thing until Smoop gets back?
I'll go with Smoop to protect him.
I'm gonna go with Smoop also because if this is gonna stay on brand for Smoop, it's gonna go hilariously wrong, and I want to be there to see it.
Oh dear. Archon, what are you doing?
It seems now weird for the newbie to have an escort of 2 randos. So, Archon would also want to get the story, but it's fine getting it as an outsider. And John said that there were rats like just not only working here but living here.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, he basically, regardless of weird stares or not, he'd probably want to find out where like family type, where they're huddled up as family type thing, to try and figure out like he's trying to figure out like, okay, Merengue had a good point. Let's get the information here, and then maybe we'll get the information there.
As Merengue, I'd also like to ask Don John. He is still our client. We are working for him. He's paying us. We signed on to this gig initially as a protective detail, right, to watch his back.
Yeah.
Now we're at the mine. I don't know, Don John, if you're feeling any safer now that you're here, but did you want one of us to stay with you as like a close protection bodyguard? Are you comfortable being left by yourself for a bit?
Oh, I mean, I'm here, and for ill or bad, for ill or good, they're not, the were-rats aren't really like openly revolting. They're just kind of like, who are you? You don't tell us what to do. Some are mining enough to like go out and buy supplies and stuff, but again, they're not really helping the mine operate. So I'm kind of at loose ends. I'm trying to work with some of the I forgot the word I just called them that made Brian laugh.
4 rats.
The
4 rats. Yes, I'm trying to work with the 4 rats to get them to at least come to a compromise. But if Archon's not going to go with you, I can show him around at least.
Okay. It's your money.
Yeah. Well, it'll be your money soon if all
That's
goes
right.
well.
That's the
I
plan.
imagine you guys are going to kind of lag behind a bit and watch me from a distance and not stand beside me while I'm trying to.
That might give up the game a little bit, if we're hanging out with you.
Just don't fail your walking check. You'll be fine.
Well, we'll hang back at a safer distance and let you do your little, put on your Mission Impossible mask and see how well you can integrate with these rats. What can you find out?
Yeah, well, we're not gonna make you roll the walk. That would be like so dirty. That'd be like
breathe.
I have to grab something IRL. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Sorry.
No worries. So then, while Barb, since Barb has stepped away, we're actually gonna go with Archon and Don John since Barb has wandered off IRL. So Smoop, you and Barb and Merengue are headed off to look for 4 rats. And Archon, are you okay, Brian?
It's just so good.
I feel like you're just gonna like lose it at some serious moment.
There's 4 rats. There's male rats. Are there like delivery rats?
I know someone asked were there aft rats in the chat.
Yeah, I want to see the rat org chart.
Oh my god, yes.
So I've got Vizio. It could happen.
Rat hierarchy.
I bet.
I mean, they are a society. There is a hierarchy, and there's a hierarchy in the mine. There's I have to look up what mine worker hierarchy is, but you all think I won't do it. I will have an org chart.
Oh no, I believe it.
That's legit.
I believe it.
So Archon, you and Don John are headed off toward a different area of the mine than you've previously seen. And, it seems a little brighter, a little cleaner. You can smell laundry and not cooking smells, because cooking still happens in that big mess hall area. But it definitely is, it's very domestic from what you've seen.
She does not.
Are we getting
rats.
are we getting were rat sound effects now?
She heard rats and she was like, "Not on my watch."
Oh, You've got Barb has a familiar. Oh goodness!
Pooch
This is one
content.
of the hallmarks of her personality. She's very vocal. Sorry, she's
No, it's fine.
that's great.
It's just hilarious because
Where
she.
red. Where
What
red.
breed is that?
Well, she's half American Eskimo dog, but has brown hair and short hair. It's like basically like it seems like some breeder was trying to make fake mini huskies and got the wrong color and dropped them all off.
Oh no! Oh my goodness, the dog is so cute.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, it's you know what? It's not a stream if there's not like a pet appearance or sound at some point.
Yeah, are they putting the dog in the chat, Gary?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Is that actually? Because I have our dog Luna. We have an emote. Is this your own dog? Is it actually the dog?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
emote that I'm seeing. Okay, cute.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like it should be like a foundational law of Twitch. Like you should never apologize for bringing a dog onto the stream.
Nope.
You never need to
She
apologize
lives
for
here
pets.
too.
Yeah.
I mean, if she ever
Enhances
stay,
every
yeah,
stream.
if she stayed still long enough, she could totally like you could have a doggo cam.
Well, I mean, I was thinking about doing it because every time I stream, she's like demanding now to sit behind my chair, which is really weird. It's the first time I've been like, you really like me.
Aw.
No, a friend of ours has a cat cam because her cats like to sit like they've got even like because what is it? Pleasantly Twisted has like there's like a sling or something by her desk, and her cats like to just one of the cats always just winds up there.
Kate
So
has that as well.
Yeah, Kate has it.
yeah, my cat is an old grumpy man. You may see a tail wander by.
Right?
So while the doggo is chipping in, and we'll have to just make a doggo like little character sheet for the dog
Yeah.
as a familiar.
That's fair.
Maggie, you have to roll for your perception.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you can do this like mid-game, but I feel like Bob should have. I feel like the dog should have like an in-game version of itself as well.
I mean,
What
you
if
can
it's
always
Dungeons and Dragons?
you could always multi-class into like a druid or a ranger and have a level, and you could have an animal companion.
Nice.
So whenever you level again, you could take a level that gives you an animal companion.
Oh, I like it.
It would explain her ability to ward off a dire wolf with just movement. So yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Naturally
just
gifted.
like that. She's
Yeah.
She's had enough. She's like, I have to do work. I'm out.
like, lady, stop touching me.
Wow.
Let me lay down under your chair.
Yes, but it would not be a stream without animals going, hey, what you doing? What you doing? I want to
She loves
interrupt.
to growl. She's
Aw.
chatty. My cat's chatty. My dog's chatty.
Yeah, I'm surprised you haven't heard Genki. He walks around now and just yells because he's an old man.
Ginky?
Genki, as in Genki, as in Genki Dayo. So
Cute.
you may see a tail wander by as he roams through the living room. So yeah, but Archon takes you around, on the pretense of giving you a tour because you actually brought him to the mine and blah blah blah. So Archon, what are you doing in Don John Raskin's company while you're surveying?
Just making what looks like light. Just kind of like, oh, and oh, okay, this is like, oh wow, this is what the inside of a mine looks like. It's dreadful. And getting just a little bit more information. Like how long have the were-rats, like how long have they been here, kind of thing.
From what they tell me, they've been here about a month and a half, 2 months. Those orcs we saw were the results of the latest skirmish, because the orcs have been trying to send people to get them back, but the rats are really well trenched in, so it's going to be hard for the orcs to get back in without a lot of bloodshed.
The orcs that appeared to have been killed by a dragon.
Right. Those orcs didn't quite get to the mine. Some of them got here, but they were dispatched quickly, the ones you found. I don't think we ever met, because like you said, a dragon got them.
Okay. Alright, just trying to figure out like who's basically who benefits and how. I mean, obviously you don't benefit from having them here, but is this really the best place for them? And I don't know. I didn't come here to get in the middle of like an orc were-rat war.
Well, neither did I. I thought I would just come in, give orders, kick back, and let the mine and staff do their thing, make sure they got paid a living wage. But here we are.
And have you asked the were-rats what they really want?
I mean, some are content to just stay here. It's dry, there's hot water, there's decent food if they can catch it. They basically just brought their way of living to the mine, and they have to deal with outside temperatures, people hunting them. And then some want their home back. They want to go home to where they were living. They didn't plan on being shoved out. So it's not even a yes, we want to go home, no, the mine is ours thing among the were-rats.
Okay. And okay, then I'm just in general. Then just as a general like looking thing, as we're walking through, like what's like the over/under on? Do the were-rats look happy, or they just look like meh?
Some of them look happy. Like there's even a couple were-rat kids hanging around. Like they're curious because they haven't seen anyone but were-rats, and so it's like, a tiefling. And some may not even know you're a tiefling. They're just like, oh, you're not a rat. Where'd you come from? Like how little kids are like, who are you? Where did you come from? So there's ambivalence, and some people like, oh, probably just someone that he's showing the mine off to because he thinks that we work for him. Tee. So some are just like, whatever, you're here. We don't care. We really don't care about you. Like I'm gonna do the bare minimum to have money in my pocket. Some of the kids are openly curious though, because again, they've never seen a tiefling, and some may not even know what a tiefling is. They just know you're not a rat. Give me a perception roll.
Oh boy.
Oh, the dice.
Oh
can't
wait,
always
no.
be
Let me
against
use.
you.
Hold on. Let me use the real ones for this.
You're like, let me use real ones.
12 plus 15.
Okay. So you notice what seems to be like about an 8-year-old were-rat child that is like doing the peekaboo thing. Like they don't see me, I can't see them, and they're very curious about you. And if you called out, they definitely would know that you're speaking to them.
Okay, then yeah, kind of just like is like the hand in the face. I like just kind of like looking like, yeah, you know what? I can see you.
And and they try to like hide, but their mom is like, whatever, just a tiefling, just go.
So yeah, just like what's your name?
And they like do the shy thing for a minute until their mom nudges them. It's like, my name's Bobby.
Bobby.
Yeah,
Look.
Okay,
had
you know
thoughts
what?
about that.
Cool.
What?
Maggie went, woof! I was like, Maggie's got thoughts about that.
Maggie does not approve. Maggie does not approve.
Go on, Moomin. No, that's all she has to say.
All right. All right, Bobby, do you like it here?
Yeah, it's okay.
Just okay.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, I've got toys and I've got friends. I mean, I'm a kid.
Yeah, but it's not like home, is it?
No.
Do you know why you had to live here?
No, nobody tells kids anything.
Huh. All right. Okay.
And so Bobby looks at you though, and he looks up. He's like, "Why do you have horns?" I mean, a kid would ask that question.
Yeah. Sorry. Because they make my ears flare out like this.
And he like gives you that like little kid like, okay, well you're not a rat. I have not seen anybody with horns.
No, we're new. We're visiting. I've never seen the inside of a mine before, and we thought it might be fun to take a look around. We were just helping out the person who's trying to keep everything running here, and solve some problems. Just wanted to find out who's here and how you like living here.
I mean, it's okay. There's not any grass to play in. It's just dirt and rocks.
Okay.
That's where Adam slept.
Okay.
Yeah, and I can't even play with the rocks because Smoop's asleep on them.
Okay. And while Archon is talking to Bobby, what is Bobby's parent like? Resigned or looking concerned at all?
She's moderately concerned. I mean, she's an adult were-rat, and she wasn't always a were-rat. So she had traveled a little bit before becoming a were-rat, becoming a were-mom. Sorry, I'm just like were-rat mom. But so she's a little concerned at the strange tiefling that came with the overseer, and she's like, excuse me, sir, who are you?
Oh, my name's Archon. The overseer hired us just to accompany him on the walk over to the mine. He had a few things. He needed some help carrying them in. And I figured while we were here, we'd see what it looked like, see what was going on. We heard that there was maybe some problems between the current residents and the former residents of this mine. And I really just wanted to find out what's going on.
And she nudges Bobby away. He's like, go on, go find your friends. And he gives her like the, oh, Mom, I want to listen, look. And, she's like, no, this is adult talk, go. And shoves him, like, not shoves him, but it's like, go on, go find a rock to play with or something, I don't know. Like, you're in a mine, there's not a lot of fun things to do. So...
Go find a rock to play with.
Wow.
You're in a mine! Go find a moss-covered rock, they're soft. So she sets down the bundle of fiber she was going to work on. It's like, look, I'm from our town, and we've always been beefing with orcs as long as I could remember, ever since I moved there after becoming a were-rat. The orcs, they liked our town, they wanted our space, and they pushed us out. They've got better fighters than some of us. So, the ones that were here at the mine, we snuck in, we took over their mine, and now we're kind of at an impasse. We don't really like the mine, but they've got our home. So, but they just won't leave, and then some people like it here. Me, I'd rather go raise my kid, in sunshine. Not really underground, And she notices Barb, no offense to you, but, not underground like dwarves. I want some fresh air. My fur's losing its sheen being underground, getting pale. Don't like it.
Okay. All right, we're trying to figure out the solution to your problem, but we need the angles. So, thanks for speaking to me.
No problem. I will tell you this. If you do find the orcs and you get to our town through the mine, take out their overseer. He's the one that seems to have the biggest problem with our kind. As I can tell you, not everybody's hearts was in that fight.
Okay.
And
Good to know.
yeah, she gives you a little nod. She waves at the other two. Oof.
There we go.
She's like, I have something to say. Oh, thank you for the gift subs, Gary.
Archon will remember that.
See, even the dog's like, I don't like this idea. No, it's bad. It's bad. Thank you, Gary, for the gift subs. So
You're
yeah.
welcome.
So while you do that, Archon. Don John's going to lead Archon a little further in, but let's go over to our folks that are pretending to be a were-rat and wandering about. Because, like, she noticed Barb, but she didn't... She figured, oh, you must all be together. She didn't care that there was a random dwarf around. But Smoop, Barb, and Merengue, what are you doing and how are you... How is your... Hello, fellow were-rats going?
How do you do, fellow
Hello,
were-rats?
were-rats.
So I have done my full change into a were-rat disguise.
Okay.
So I basically am just following the paperwork I was provided to look for the boar rat. So how do I know when I found this person?
The four rat is a little nicely dressed, you know, considering that they're in a mine. They look a little cleaner, a little more tidy, and they've got a clipboard. You know,
Yep,
if you ever played,
checks out.
you know, if you ever played Dragon Age Inquisition, and Josephine always had that damn clipboard and the candle
Yeah.
that I was worried was going to like burn things down or whatever she was writing. Imagine that, but a were-rat.
Okay. So should I be doing any sort of role to track this person down, or am I okay to assume we found them?
You could actually, since you asked, I wasn't going to make you roll, but now since you asked,
Great.
make an investigation check. Hey,
This
you
always goes so well.
see, I wasn't going to make you roll until you talked to them, but since you did that,
I love it every time Swoop has to roll.
Okay, so
see, this is the part where it's like you could have just found them and gotten away with it.
Cypher, thank you for the reciprocal 5 gift subs. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
This makes it more fun. This makes it more interesting.
I
13
know.
plus 4.
Is
17.
what? Okay, I was like,
Wow,
and that-
Roll
Smoop
the
rolls
dice.
good for once.
yay!
Roll the
See?
dice.
Morning Smoop.
Afternoon,
No,
Smoop.
midday Smoop. Good.
Yeah.
Midday.
There you go.
It's being a were-rat. It has helped him roll better. So Smoop, you see that you notice this were-rat that you know is dressed a little better. Clearly, they are in charge of something, and they've got this clipboard, and they're making notes and looking around and going, and then they look up and see you, and they do kind of a double take because they realize they've never seen you before, and they come
Yeah.
over, kind of look you over. Where'd you come from? Who are you?
I was just transferred here, and I basically am looking for you because I wanted to find out where you wanted me in the mine, since you clearly look like the person that would be in charge here, the rat that would be in charge here.
Well, and, you know, they give you another once over. So, what's your specialty? What is it you do in a mine?
I'm very good at. I have a wide
Retrieval.
array of
Or
capabilities.
retrieval.
Love that there's this barbarian just cough from behind you.
Yeah.
Or retrieval.
Are we trying to Cyrano de Bergerac this here? Are we trying to feed in some lines?
But I am best right on the front line. Just. I'm sorry. I hear this damn dwarf back here.
Bob, let him work. Let the man work. You're throwing him off his game here. I know every instinct is telling us, and every past experience is telling us not to trust him. But like, let's give him his shot here. Let's see if he can make this work.
Oh my God! So they're like poised, like, you know, they've got the librarian like glasses down on the bridge of their little rat nose. Specialty?
Just put me anywhere, but really, you put me right at the front. I will chop down some stone walls for you. I will get all the ores. I will
Get all the
transport.
oars.
Get them all.
Oh my God.
And you see the rat, like, as much as a rat could frown, just chop down the wall. Are you sure
no-
you worked
that's
at a
what-
mine?
Well, this would be my first mine where I actually did the work. I've talked about it a lot. Previously, at the last mine I worked at, they just actually made me stand in the room and be the one that would warn everyone if air was getting very thin.
You know we use canaries for that, right? We don't use.
Yeah,
we don't use.
I've been told that, but hey, they were willing to pay me.
I should find out where you came from and see if that mine is, if everyone's still alive in that mine, because it doesn't sound like it is. And they're just making notes like, clearly not a miner, not sure where they came from. What was your name again?
Mine rat.
Oh my gosh, you have to make a deception roll. You have to make a deception roll now.
Yeah.
There are no words on the wall to pull that name together from. It's just, that's all you got. That's it.
And you know, that like all their alarm bells are ringing, like, where did you come from? Like, who are you?
Yeah, so their alarm bells might be ringing, but, you know, I did roll a 12 plus 8.
So, what does that make?
20.
So that would be a
You
dirty...
have a +8? Okay.
Yes, deception's
Impressive.
high. So that will, whenever people say they have a dirty 20, that's what they mean. You got 20 without it being the nat 20. Despite this buffoonery, the 4 rat is making notes. It's like, okay.
Believes every word I said.
I should make an opposing roll, but we're just gonna go with this. They're just okay, and they're making us like, all right. Did Overseer Raskin give you any papers?
No papers, because apparently this has all just sort of changed hands recently, and so I've actually been told that I may be useful for looking into our previous home as well, that you know, doing some scouting duties to see what's going on with our enemy.
All right, and so they're like making notes. It's like, well, if that's the case, then I'm going to make sure that, you know, people are safe from your previous or lack of experience. I'm going to send you a bit further into the mines. You need to seek out the 4 rat for the lower levels, and they can show you where we last skirmished with our enemies and push them out of this place. And after that, I want to just, while you're doing that, I'm just going to double check with Overseer Raskin, because I had no one on my manifest to start today. This is news to me.
As I'm not initially from your town that you got pushed out of, I actually don't know the history, so I can understand why you wouldn't necessarily trust just a new person showing up to work, as you've clearly been on hard times. And I would love to be able to learn about what happened and why y'all are living here now. And I understand, out of character, that I will need to roll another deception check to continue to trick this person.
Sell it, Smoop. Sell it.
I don't know if it'd be necessarily deception, because you did get a dirty 20. I'm trying to see. Let me look at
Dirty 20 is now Adam's new nickname, by the way. It's going to stick.
Oh, Lord.
Adam Dirty
My.
20 Nickerson.
Wow.
I thought it would be Mine Rat.
No, I just want to check your sheet really quick.
My name is Mine Rat Orson.
Actually, your persuasion... you know what? I'm going to let you get away with this one. Give me another deception. And,
Deception or persuasion, I can roll. Whatever works
well,
best.
one of them gives you less points on a bonus. Give me another deception, because that dirty 20, basically you got away with the Mine Rat name, and that you kind of sort of maybe know what a mine is. Because the wall description and the fact that you said you were there to test the thinning air really got their hackles up. we're going to make you give another deception, and if you pass it, they will give you a bit of history.
Okay, I rolled an 18 plus 8, so 26.
Oh, Jesus. They're going to be your new best friend at this rate.
Wow. Smoop's roll. Brian, you were right. Smoop's rolls totally turned from like rolling all those ones to now these dirty 20s, now 26. Cypher, there's no bonus to you can't get like an 18 plus 8, like it's going to top out at 20, right? You can't do better than 20, is that correct?
No, you could, because as you go higher level, your bonuses go up and your points go up. So my character, my paladin, is level 12. On a strength check, I believe I could get up to close to a 30.
Oh, okay.
And I played a level 20 version of her in a game, and like my strength check was obnoxious. I think I did do over 30, because if you nat 20, that's critical, so you double stuff. Wow,
all right.
So like right now, if my paladin, let's say I nat 20 on an attack roll, and I get 2 attacks, so that's a critical success. So I get the nat 20, so whatever damage I do is doubled automatically. And if I have to add any bonuses, so like if she was higher level, like I think at the level 20 version of her, I did a plus 12 on damage. So whatever I rolled, plus 12 more points. Then if I had rolled a nat 20, I've done like up to 80 something damage on something if I've thrown in a smite. You know, with the level 20 version of my character. Like I one-shotted death.
Wow. So in this case, that 26 that he just rolled, how good is that in this instance? Oh,
that is very good. You know, this were-rat, despite being suspicious of you at first because, you know, random person, there's 2 non-were-rats kind of loitering about you, and they didn't expect to get a new worker today. They've gone from, suspicious to, let me tell you about these orcs. Oh my god, it was so terrible.
I can't wait.
So this is very good. So like this is close to like a 30 or whatever. You know, and for your level of characters, that's really, really good, because a plus 8 on deception is a really good bonus. So this rat, you know, her name's Josephine. She starts telling you everything about the skirmish and how your factions, at one point it lived in peace in this valley, and then someone came along and decided they wanted your side of the valley because you had better water supplies, there was more things to hunt that were more delicious, there were more deer and things, and some orcs thought that they should have it, and it turned into a skirmish. And it wasn't like a orc savage are bad, it was, no, they got the good side of the valley, we should have the good side of the valley. And they started this fight. So it really is like the Hatfields and McCoys. And it happened so long ago, all you know now is that y'all are fighting. And that they basically want what you got. And the were-rats are like, look, we just want to live in peace, have some sunshine, occasionally find some nice cheeses and some meats and some wine and chill and raise our little were-rat children. Like, they don't really care this much about the skirmish, but they're going to fight for what's theirs. Okay. And, you know, they had found this town, they were building it back up because it had been abandoned after barbarians ransacked it. And so they give you the whole dirt of, at this point, nobody knows why they're fighting anymore. It's been generations long. And, you know, the orcs and the were-rats that are really in charge of both factions are just keeping it going instead of like, y'all could just sit at a table and talk this out. But no, it's like orcs are our mortal enemies. They are our McCoys, and the were-rats are our Hatfields, and people are just still fighting for no known reason. So it could go badly. There could be bloodshed. Every time the were-rats have tried to be peaceful, they always wind up saying that one smart-ass were-rat that can't keep their mouth shut. That's like you and your mother smells of elderberries, and then it's another fight again. So,
do elderberries smell bad?
No, it's a Monty Python thing. I think it's a way to say that your family's a drunk or something. I need to look it up. I need to look. Yes, so it's like a way to basically call someone a lush or a drunk, but in a very archaic way.
So they're overhearing this, right?
Yeah. I mean, unless
Ferengi and Barb.
Yeah, unless you're like really far away. Like if you were out of visual range, you wouldn't hear it. Also, like there's not a lot of people around. There's not people really milling around. The mining noises are a few levels below you. Like you're still kind of main-ish level before you get into the real caves and where mining happens. So there's nothing keeping you from hearing this.
Okay, so the keys I'm taking from this character is I got the name and location of the lower level 4 rat who seems to be the kind of like guy or rat in charge of the 4 rats.
Yeah.
And then also the history of, oh, well, they're fighting because of some dumb thing in the past and they're just continuing it because that's what society does. And so going on that, of course, I don't know this as a character, but when we get back together with Archon also discovered stuff regarding the orcs.
Yeah, so the player, as a player, you know that. But until Archon divulges what he's learned, you as a character would not know that.
So as we get back, so if I leave this situation, we can all regroup, and it's just we share the details, and then we each know, right?
Yeah. So in the interest of storytelling and not making you talk to every random were-rat that you see, because you, Smoop, had a specific were-rat to go talk to, and unless you, Archon, want to go talk to anyone else, we could say that you eventually make your way kind of back to the mess hall for lunch.
Okay.
Is there anyone else you want to talk to?
I'd like to do that.
Okay.
No, those are details I think we can actually use.
Yes, but Archon, do you see anyone else
sorry.
you want to chat with?
No, I feel like I got enough. Archon got enough information. Basically, displaced. Not happy. Would rather be out.
Okay.
And that, of course,
Yeah. Yes. So you got your mission marker above heads. You have you got your next star unlocked in your mission journal, and that's actually going to be a good spot to take a quick break. Everyone can bio, get some water, stretch, take your meds. If a mod could do any of those commands for us, to go drink water, stretch, take a walk around your place. And we'll be back in like 5 minutes, so hang out.
Only Shan's hydration check.
Sounds
Yes.
good. Time for a little break.
Yes.
I'm going to go to my little BRB screen right here.
Me too. And I'm just going to mute everyone.
Yeah, I got to mute my Zoom. Hold on a second. How do I do that?
I'm just going to mute everyone. Okay, if mine changes, it hasn't changed.
Oh, I know how to
Okay.
do it. We'll be right back.
Okay, I'll be right back.
After these messages. All right, I am.
There you are. Oh my gosh.
Or I could go over here and you can really see it.
Those are awesome.
That is
Aren't they pretty?
nice.
Yeah.
Look at that. So the 20 is the Animal Crossing leaf.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It's really cute.
I need that.
Yeah,
love
right.
'cause
I'll ask Leah where she got
Dice.
it from.
I don't have any dice, so maybe this is my dice.
Yes.
But by the way, having acquired my first D20, I totally understand why people become compulsive collectors of them.
They're
very
beautiful.
collectible. Yeah, right. When you go to like Shannon, when we get back into like the real world, like we'll go to PAX or some one of these conventions, and like they have these stands that like just these merchants with just like hundreds of different kinds, and they're amazing.
Honestly, I cannot wait to go to cons.
Oh yeah. If you've never been to a PAX, we'll have to take you to a PAX. You would
I
love
haven't.
it.
I've only been to E3 and Comic-Con, like San Diego.
Okay.
PAX is my personal favorite.
I think I found the ones you're looking at, the ones you have.
Yeah, I will
Crystal
take-
Maggie on Etsy.
If I think Leah's in the chat. She may be able to drop a link to where she actually got that
I
D20
won't,
from.
I won't do a link here.
You can throw one in my chat. Or in the Discord.
Oh right, I didn't want to because I don't want to accidentally make the bot do a proper bot thing at me.
Actually, what I need to do is VIP all of you so that you can drop links into my chat. You have to be a VIP or a mod to post links in my chat.
VIP. You gotta be a VIP. I'm sorry.
That's okay. When we
Shannon
were
can't resist.
no, it's
I like to
okay.
sing.
No, on our Dragon Age campaign, the players were in a place called the Crossroads where all these elven mirrors deposit you, and me and Kelly struggled not to start singing Crossroads. But
I'd be singing. So we're gonna meet you at the crossroads.
Crossroads. I mean,
The funniest part would be because Kelly only knows the one line, she would be like, "All right, I don't know what's next."
it's been so long since I've done that song. I don't know either.
That's fair.
But hi. Well, how's everyone doing? We're back.
Oh, we're back. Oh shoot! Hi.
Yes. I mean, we had a little chatter. It's all good. It's all good. What's
Brian,
a,
I just made you a VIP so that you can now post
awesome.
links in this channel if you wish to. Everyone else already was a VIP, I think.
No, we are not going to stick our hands in a vat of dice, Mighty Mirror, because that would be disgusting. Because you never know who touched them before you. No. Brown, Michael, Sarah. Our Discord command is mod only. And hey, Jeff, how are you? All right, we're back. Everyone has gotten some plot points. Hopefully, we've all written down notes because I have the worst memory. As a DM, so I need to write down notes as well. Archon has gone and talked to the people, met an adorable were-rat child named Bobby, who questioned why he had horns, and I really wish you had said, Bobby, you can't just ask people why they have horns, but you didn't do it.
What is that?
You like when little kids ask people stuff like that, and their parents like, you can't just ask people like why they've only got like one arm or something. Like when little kids ask honest questions.
Oh, I thought that was like a reference to something.
No.
Horns.
Like, why do you have horns? But yes,
That story with Bobby, by the way, took a dark turn. He's like this cute little kid, and then he's like, I just want you to do one thing for me. Kill the orcs.
Oh, he didn't want you to kill the orcs.
Thankfully, that was the mother. That was the mother.
Oh, that was. I'm sorry. That was the mother. Sorry,
the were mom.
the were mom.
The were mom was like, look, y'all got to get these orcs out so I can go back to my crib. Because I look, there's stuff I had in my house. I don't know if the orcs took it. I want to raise my kid in some sunlight. Y'all got to do me a solid.
I get it. I totally get it. It was Mean Girls. I think that was also what I was hearing in the reference. Like, you can't just ask people that. Right. That's it.
And also, Adam, I'm going to need you to explain this Darth Vader-esque look for Smoop.
Yeah, why did Adam suddenly become
acknowleding?
a Sith Lord over the break? What happened?
He's going to pretend not to acknowledge it. I just figured,
Are you really method acting right now?
Somebody just said if Adam starts speaking in Latin, run.
By the way, this is a very on-brand Adam move. If you watch Animal Talking every week, about halfway through the show, if Adam feels like I haven't called on him enough, he starts breaking out ridiculous costumes or Sunfish to try and make sure that I have to pay attention to him.
I
And
think
it's
that's
nice,
great.
nice to know that he's continuing to do that on this show as well.
That's great,
Let me
though.
just check. It's Saturday. This is what I wear on Saturday. Are you guys judging me?
Oh, nice move.
On this
I
mob
feel
with the
like there's-
giant sunfish as
There's
well.
there's a power move being made. Power moves.
We still
made.
need to get that like Order of the Sunfish like coat of arms or something. I feel like we need a team emblem.
Oh,
Barbara.
now we got it. Okay, wait.
All right, be careful.
Is it a
'cause,
double sunfish reveal?
Oh my god! Look at this.
You know, just one of these days you're gonna have dinner and it's gonna be sunfish.
Actually, I've heard from my good friend Danny Trejo that sunfish is not that good to eat.
Well, I'm not
Different-
friends.
There's another kind of sunfish that's like in the lake in Minnesota where my grandparents live that we always used to eat, and we call them sunnies, but they're little fish. That's not that.
Restaurant mogul Danny Trejo would definitely know if sunfish are not good to eat.
Well, you know what? I'm not friends with Danny Trejo, so I'm going to consider myself not knowing that advice.
It's only
Oh my
it's
gosh.
only a matter of time before he does a guest appearance on Dungeon Crossing.
Oh my goodness.
Also, I just
Look,
want to let
you
you guys
imagine?
know,
Can-
I wasn't aware this costume didn't come with pants.
Wait, is it like a
So-
onesie or is it just the top?
It's like a onesie suit of armor type thing. Like a weird...
Is this something you sent away for this show, or did you already have this?
He ordered it.
Obviously,
Wow.
I'm enough of an idiot
Wow.
to do that.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know which version of that is better or worse. I already had it, or I went and got it just so I could wear it on this show.
Wow. I feel like I need to go get my Witcher sword and just hold it up when I
I
want
didn't
you
know
all
we were
to
doing
behave.
props. Like I could, like now I got to get like a custom. I can get a custom like horn thing made or something. I don't know.
I mean, even on Critical Role, they don't dress up, do they? I mean, Adam's
No.
really committing to this.
No, they only dress up on special occasions, like on last oh god, it was only last year. Last year's Halloween episode, they dressed up like characters they'd voiced.
Right.
Oh, cool.
Oh, yeah.
They do
That's
on
pretty neat.
on Acquisitions Incorporated. They dress up. I like it when they do that.
Yes. Look, if you can get Danny Trejo and Vin Diesel to come visit and play with us, I will allow it.
Well, you know, I
Vin
told you
Diesel
when
coming out of nowhere.
when I happened to mention to T-Pain that we were doing this, he flipped out.
Okay,
So-
T-Pain follows me. I'm in his chat. He like never talks to his chat.
No, he doesn't.
I love that you said he was like kind of peeved that you hadn't told him about this.
Well, no, he was annoyed. He was annoyed at me. There was this whole weird thing that happened where I was literally, Adam was there for this. Like, I was just
Yeah,
like getting to
good.
bed, and the mention started to blow up with T-Pain giving me all this shit on Twitter. I'm like, what have I done? What have I done? And it turned out that he was annoyed at me because when he was a guest on Animal Talking, I didn't tell him that I wrote one of his favorite movies. It's like, why would I? It's like something I bring up casually in conversation. But it turns out he's a big fan of the Book of Eli, and he even likes After Earth, which is weird. I guess someone has to. And so I ended up in his Discord. I ended up like doing a guest voiceover on one of his streams where I said, "Hey, we're doing this other thing now, Dungeon Crossing," just to kind of mention it to him. And he was like, "Oh my god!" Like he wanted in on it. So
I mean, I
could see him doing a guest appearance.
I follow T-Pain. Does he play Animal Crossing?
He does. That's how
Oh,
we got
yeah.
him on the show. He's like a big time Animal Crossing player.
All right, you
And
get
it's-
T-Pain to come on this show.
I can do it. You should see his new Tom Nook music video that he just dropped. It's
Yeah,
insane.
it's amazing.
What?
Oh, have you
Okay.
not seen it?
No,
He
but
debuted
let's
it on his channel the other day. It's absolutely sick.
we'll get a link to that as we end. I also don't want to get DCMA'd or DMCA'd. But we'll drop a link to that in the chat if you find it. Because Gary, are you a VIP at my channel? I'll return
know.
that favor, and then we're gonna actually play because we got about an hour
Do it.
left.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's get on with the story.
Because we will sit here and chat forever.
Totally will.
So I'm like, now that's your challenge, Gary. You have to get T-Pain to join us, but he
I don't
has
think
to
it's going to
act
be that
right.
much of a challenge. He practically bit my hand off when I mentioned it to him. So he
Well,
does play Animal Crossing.
So
This
tell
won't be
him.
difficult at all.
So here's the
Just-
caveat:
just-
he has to act right,
Well-
and look.
Well, he's out then.
I mean, in all seriousness, that's going to be the issue. Like,
I don't know.
you will not be able to control him.
Not control, but it's like if he's played D&D, then hopefully he will respect the DM's house rules.
Okay, just know that energy that you've seen him do on Animal Talking on his own streams, that's the energy that he's going to bring. to
He's
the-
utter chaos.
yeah.
He'd be
Absolute
chaotic.
chaos.
We can work with that. That sounds fun.
Chaotic good, I would say, would be his alignment.
Okay, let's talk after this and see if we can get him to come on.
Yeah,
as a
we'll
guest
figure it out.
Oh my God, he could be Don John Raskin because the character kind of looks like him. Gary's
Oh
like,
my God, can you imagine T-Pain playing Don John Raskin?
Okay,
We have to explain.
Gary
we
would
have to
already
explain
be
to
dead.
We have to explain to T-Pain. Yeah, if we do that, we have to explain what Merengue did upon first meeting the character.
Oh, and then it could be a reenactment of the Twitter battle, but only in D&D. So
Hold
while
on,
we're...
hold on, I'm texting him right now. Hold on.
Oh my...
shit.
I like how you just... I'm casually texting T-Pain. So while Gary flexes on us all with I'm casually texting T-Pain,
Right?
Adam, you never explained this outfit because you're a changeling. Do you still look like a were-rat, by the way, or are you back to Smoop?
I'm back to Smoop.
Is this what Smoop wears?
Yes, Smoop wears a hood, and it's entirely possible that Smoop's been deceiving the group the entire time as well.
You know, that's turning into a theme in games I'm running, I'm discovering.
Really?
What? So the Dragon Age game that I run, the person whose channel we do it on, because we're going to do it on my channel, his character is not really who he is. He's like a mage that's been trapped in this area, and he's lost like 40 years of his life. And he's doing the whole, they don't really know who I am yet. And I'm like, okay, then who the fuck are you? Because this is getting weird. So Simon's character...
When we need to have a sidebar, we'll have a sidebar. Don't you worry.
Yeah, because I'm just like, what's happening here? Oh, Brian. Oh my God, I hate you
Brian,
for that.
I was just about to give Brian a shout out for that gag that he just dropped into your chat. I'm jealous
my
that your
God.
audience ciphers are not mine.
It's
Why
in
should
both.
my audience be
in
deprived of
both.
this top tier
No, it's in
comedy?
I got.
It's in both. It's in both.
I'm
Oh,
like,
it is.
you
Sorry.
know.
I see it now. That's good.
I don't
Here's
do it
often.
here's a I'm texting T-Pain flex called a T-Mobile. That is top quality.
Look, so Sting is one of the few celebrities, if I met Sting, I probably would have a fangirl moment.
I would melt.
I certainly did.
And the same with Idris Elba. Like, if I ever got to hang out with Idris Elba and talk music, because he does house music, I would be no good. More of a T-Painful.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Idris is everything.
Oh
He
yes.
just did. He just did he did a DJ set for like a recent like defected thing, and I'm just like,
I feel like in the AAA Hollywood Dungeons and Dragons movie you would make, the Idris Elba would be Don John Raskin.
10 out of
Ooh.
10. Either that or what's the actor from Breaking Bad who's so good? The chicken, he owns the
The guy that's in The Mandalorian now?
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Giancarlo Esposito.
Yeah, he was on
Giancarlo
Westworld, too.
Esposito, yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
he would
yeah.
be
Oh my
good
God.
too.
Freaking amazing. Oh my
That's
god.
who I've
Love-
been
I-
picturing from that.
I love how we're
drawing.
fan casting
We're just gonna
the
have, like,
Dungeon Crossing movie right
One
now.
session won't be the game. It'll just be us talking about. Okay, so who would you ask?
See,
Yeah.
this is so here's the thing.
Carlo.
I've got a charity game on the 29th, so you can actually just come to the island and hang out and still have this conversation while I'm doing something else.
All right, let's do it.
All right, so everyone is back at the table. Smoop, you are now back to your hooded, ne'er-do-well-looking self, apparently. Don John is with you, and you've got a table that's more away from everyone than normal. Don John usually likes to kind of like see what's going on, but he's picked a corner that's kind of out of the way where just you five and your platters and your drinks will fit. And he's talking kind of low, so he's like, "Well, I was with Archon. I heard what the rats had to tell him." And he looks at you, Smoop. So what did you learn?
So I discovered that there is. I'm trying to remember what I learned, to be honest.
Oh my god, that was 10 minutes ago. Oh my god.
Smoop gonna smoop.
If anybody
A
else
lot has happened
remembers-
since then.
Anybody else remembers like out of character? Like
So
Give a
it is.
nudge.
I recall that I was told about, or I learned about the lower four rat, who is kind of the four rat of the four rats, essentially. And I also learned that about the dispute in their history between the were-rats and the orcs of this kind of region, and how it's something that happened many years ago, and it's just a ongoing dispute, but people aren't necessarily part of the dispute anymore. They just do it because it's the thing their parents did. So it's entirely possible if we can coerce this poor rat, or this leader of the were-rats, to maybe sit down and have a discussion with, do we know of anyone of importance in the orcs encampment?
I've heard that if we were going to either kill or coerce, that there is a particular orc who we should set our sights on. Yeah.
So what do you all think? Do you think this is something we could pull off instead of having to murder a bunch of people? We could potentially broker some sort of peace agreement?
I don't think we know till we get there. We need to have a conversation. Suss it out. We should start our journey.
Well, the key is we're going to have to go through the mine, which means we're going to come across this rat first. So we kind of need to have an idea whether or not he needs to come with us. Right.
And if
So what's our angle here? Are we problem solvers, or are we just passing through if anyone asks?
Well, we don't want Merengue on point, just in case he threatens to murder every person we come across.
Whatever.
But if we approach this rat and we say that we're going to maybe scout out the area in hopes that we can get their encampment back, maybe we can coerce them to come with us.
I think we should try.
Can't hurt.
All right, so Don John leans back. He's like, "All right, that sounds good," and I'll give you a letter of passage. So hopefully, the only were-rats you come across belong here when you pass through the mine. There is a chance you could come across some were-rats that don't want you to actually try this plant. They may not care that you drop me off, and you, as far as they're concerned, you're heading wherever you're heading.
And this is because of the past tensions, I imagine. They just aren't willing at all, let's say.
Some aren't. There's just a few that are, you know, they're the kinds to stab first, ask questions later. And when he says that, he kind of glances at Merengue, and then
Hey, I was going to say, my kind of people.
I mean, you know, for all the bullshit that you've given him, he respects how direct you are, by the way, Merengue. You know, because he also knows that he would have totally murdered you in a fight. But he can respect that. He respects that you have the nerve to do what you say you're going to do. So, you have found an unlikely ally in Don John Raskin. Because he appreciates that. He appreciates how upfront you are with your chaos, I guess.
Yeah.
So, you know, he dashes off a note for you all, just like a letter of passage, just in case you come across someone who isn't sure why these strangers are that deep in the mine and wonders why you're there, because the were-rats that are actually doing work are so deep in the mine, they wouldn't know who you are. They may not get word of the new overseer for a couple more days as people make their way down there, and were-rats rotate off like a 2-week-long shift. So you'll probably come across some were-rats that have no idea who you are. But, you know, he dashes that letter off. He's like, all right, it's already past lunchtime. You could start heading out as soon as you want, or you could wait till the next day. I leave it up to you. You know, I'll make sure you've got supplies no matter what your decision is. And just make sure that you send a letter once you discover what's going on over in that town.
Sounds good.
And he looks around to the rest of you. It's like, well, what do you want to do?
Say we head out.
Let's beat it.
We've learned all we can here. Yeah, we need to move.
All right. Don John waves over a guard and writes a quick manifest. It's like, meet them over at that doorway that leads down into the lower tunnels. They'll make sure that you've got provisions, some snacks, some rations, because it's not like you can hunt down in the mines unless you want to try to hunt and have something fresh for your trip down there. But if not, you'll have at least a week of provisions.
Week's plenty. It's supposed to take a day, right?
A day, but you never know what you'll come across.
Morangi doesn't get to carry the food.
That's true. I'll just eat it all.
Wow.
Listen,
You know what
I'm
they say,
protecting
the
him
best-
from himself.
Listen, I'm a survivalist. The best place to store food is in your belly.
So Morangi doesn't carry the food.
Yes. Well, you would each get a pack, and you would each have enough food for a week. So Morangi, if that glutton flaw does manifest, y'all got to work it out about who has food within a few days. Because if you eat all your food, well, that's kind of up to you. But you all get a pack. He also gives you half of your pay up front because you did take this job on. He's like, send word or come back around once you know what's going on. And once the were-rats can get out of here, I'll give you the rest. He is a man of his word. He's not going to stiff you.
Okay.
All right. You all head into the mine, and I'm seeing really quickly if we've got a map.
I have the one you sent before.
Yes. So there should be a mine, and I'm going to throw it in the chat, just so the viewers can see it, and I'll put it in your chat as well, Gary.
Yeah, I can put it up on the screen. Let's take a look here. Oh yeah, I remember this map.
Yes, so that is the player version of the map. I'll also put it in our Zoom chat so people can see it if they're not looking at the chat themselves. So yeah, that is the map of where you are headed. You need to get through the map and get out the other side. So, obviously because you're going through a mine, you do have torches. I'm not going to send you out in the dark. Brian's character would have an advantage because you're a tiefling, so you don't actually need a torch if you don't want to. You do have dark vision.
That's all. It's all good.
So
Wait, who has dark vision?
Brian, because he is a tiefling.
Oh wow.
And you can check your sheet, Adam. I don't know if changelings get that as well. It may depend on who you are pretending to be. But I think I don't know if as an actual changeling you get it.
Even when I change into forms, I don't. I just retain my own characteristics, and don't. Don't take on the characteristics of the race you're changing into, like their character stats and whatnot.
Okay, and
I think it's strictly just the form.
So yeah, if anyone's looking at their character sheet, it would be where your equipment is under features and traits, under racial traits.
Oh yeah, features and traits.
Oh yeah, got it.
Oh, and Barb
I have dark vision. You can see in darkness shades of grey up to 60 feet.
Okay.
I was gonna say a lot of us probably have it, but I get the feeling it's a lot more like putting on those vision glasses. Like you get detail, but not details.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
have dark vision too.
Yeah, so you could choose to use your torches, or if you would like to use dark vision and start going through. So your choice, and I'm trying to decide. So you would have come in the west entrance, and you've already gone through where the were-rat dens are. That's where the families are. As you go through, though, I would like everyone to make a perception check.
Ooh, okay.
It's kind of hard to show you where you are in the map exactly, because my map has numbers, yours doesn't.
I have
Rolling
a
perception.
total 15.
Okay.
Full 16.
Wait, go into the right.
16.
Wait, how do I roll? Oh, wait, just click perception there.
Yeah.
There we go. Got it. I got a 14.
Okay, so nothing out of order, nothing slinking around. Just it's a mine. You notice one or two were-rats kind of milling around, but they don't seem interested in you at all. You go a bit further. I'm trying to think of a good way to show you. You're headed toward the east entrance on the map. Does the player version show you that? It does not show you what the east entrance is. So it's going to be the lower right corner is the east entrance.
Okay, and we came from the west entrance?
Yes. So you're going through... I wish your version had numbers, just no descriptions, because it's harder to explain where you are. And I I thought I was on Roll20 for a second. I tapped a map and I can't do anything with it. So if you kind of follow the thin line from the bottom corner, and you go through this first where there's a little doorway that mark as a doorway.
Yeah, when it's it's on the horizontal.
Yes.
The lowest horizontal.
Yes.
But it's actually a vertical line. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Got it.
So you come up to that doorway, and you're further in the mine. It's gotten darker. It's gotten colder. And again, give me a perception check.
All of us roll?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, unless I call out a specific person or someone says I want to do a specific check. In cases like this where you're kind of in a general, you're all together on a map, everyone usually has to give a check.
Total 21.
11.
Okay.
Total 12.
9.
Okay, so Archon, you're the first one that notices a bunch of crates and casks in this dimly lit room. And you could check them out, you could not. There's writing on them that doesn't seem familiar to you. But it could be a storeroom, but, there's a chance there could be stuff in these crates and casks.
I mean, let's see here. How would he put this? I can't really tell. Looks like there's stuff in here. Could be useful, but I don't know if it's worth stopping and looking through or not. I mean, we're in a mine. It might just be mine stuff. What do y'all think?
Can I roll to see if I recognize the writing?
Sure.
Which?
That would be knowledge history.
Okay.
So if you have history on your character sheet.
All right. History. Go. Pressing on it. Nothing's happening when I click on it. Does that mean I can't do it?
You have to click on the number on the right side.
That's what I'm doing, but it says plus. There we go. It did it. I got a 4.
Yeah, there's writing on the barrels and casks.
And I can't read it.
Nope, it is not familiar at all.
Yes, that's definitely writing.
It's words. It's words.
That is, that's a thing.
Should we try to open it?
I don't know. Merengue, Smoop, what do y'all think?
I mean,
I'm all for it.
I mean, could we all roll and see if we get lucky? I mean,
yeah.
I have a history stat.
Yeah, go for it.
I mean, it's a bunch of stuff with writing on it.
Okay. I don't have any plus to it, so this is going to be a natural whatever. I'm going to roll history right now.
I rolled a B.
I got a 13, so I don't know, mate. What does that tell us?
It's faded common, but Adam actually got a nat 20.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow!
Nice.
Adam is killing it with these rolls.
Because on D&D Beyond, if the B is the 20.
The 20.
Yep, the B on the D&D Beyond digital dice is the 20.
That's hard to say.
So it's like the leaf on the die that Leah got you.
Come through.
Right? Like Smoop is the all-star today.
Smoop.
Tell us what's up, Smoopy.
It's like all those ones. They're long forgotten.
Yeah.
He was just sandbagging us. He was just trying to
Seriously.
Yeah.
He was a ringer. He was a ringer.
Should make you wonder about other things.
He's a D20
I'm not wondering
hustler.
about anything else. Okay.
Wow,
you can just
Brian
knock
is
that
so
off.
Brian's bored. Brian's sleeping at the table. see. Wow. Okay. I got you.
Wait, no, I'm awake. I'm awake.
The DM's gonna remember that.
I'm up.
So yeah, so Smoop, you realize that like the casks are beer, wine. You don't know who it would have been made by, but you realize, oh, there is alcohol to be had in these casks, but you don't see a way to tap them, so it's not like, oh, I can fill my flask really quickly. It's just like, if you come back this way and there's a way somehow to tap these, there's a lot of alcohol, but it could be fermenting, you don't know. And the faded writing, what you can make out, seems like it should be supplies, but the writing is old, so it's, you could check and see what it is, you could try to open them, or it's like, it just should be just random supplies. So someone this deep in the mines would come across like supplies, something to drink if they need it.
So it sounds like it's not worth our time.
I don't know, is it? Because the DM cannot answer that for you.
Well, I share that information with the rest of the group, and what do y'all think? Do you think this is worth our time to go through these things and poke around, or just carry on?
I mean, they're just barrels. We could just smash them open. It wouldn't take that long.
Yeah, were there any other tracks or trails? Was it dusty in here? Like, did it seem like anybody else had even been through here and out of here recently?
Are you asking Smoop or are you asking me as the DM?
Archon is asking the DM just from the perception check from earlier. Like, he saw the stuff, but like, does it look like it's the third?
No, this is not a often used area of the mines. This is like, if someone passes through here, they either come in through that east entrance and they're making their way back up to the higher levels, or they're really, really lost, or they don't belong in here. So like, these are supplies that, if you check them out, it may be worth it, it may not, but more than likely you're gonna find like jerky and stuff that's like what you're already carrying.
You know what? It's not going to take us very long to check it out. Why don't we just check it out?
I mean, out of character, I've been playing video games for 40 years. When I see a barrel, I smash it open.
Yeah, 10 out of 10. I'm like, guys, I don't see the downside.
Just like,
Might as well.
Unless it's a red barrel, and then you wait for a bad guy to walk past it, and then you shoot it.
They're not red or green, are they?
Red barrels you don't smash.
I thought about it, like, that would be terrible. That'd be so mean to do that. Be like, oh, by the way, that faded color, once you bring a torch up to it, is red, you die.
Yeah.
That would be me. I wouldn't do that to you. That would be a very bad DM moment to do that to your friends.
I mean, honestly, we're here. They're here. No one else is here. No one else can see us. Why not?
All right.
Can I hit it with my rapier?
You could.
Is a rapier really the kind of tool that you would use to open a barrel?
No.
I thought we were gonna smash some barrels.
Not with a rapier.
We could instead just open them.
I mean, you could kick them, you could punch them. Someone with a much larger weapon could probably do more. Because isn't a rapier like very thin and delicate?
Yeah, it's like a bendy sword.
But effective.
Like a whip-like sword.
So I would say of the people gathered, probably Barb and or Merengue are best equipped to smash them open, or at least hear them.
Bob, what do you got? Yeah, Bob smash.
Should I roll?
Just roll a d20 and add whatever your bonus is for unarmed strike.
Where do I see where that is? My bonus under skills.
So let me look at your character sheet really quick.
Oh, here we go. Unarmored, defense, reckless attack, danger sense, primal path.
So under actions where it says attack.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you don't have a weapon equipped. We'll fix that next time. So you would roll a d20 and add 3.
Okay.
Rolling. I mean, it's a barrel. You'd have to fail not to hit it, but let's just see how much damage.
Yeah.
Will the barrel dodge? I mean.
If the barrel
dodges, if the barrel dodges, I am out. If the barrel moves, I'm out. Okay.
No.
I know this meme.
I
Is
heard
this-
what you
There you
said.
go.
I heard what you said, Gary.
Did you like my joke about barrel roll? I felt like it got missed. It's underappreciated.
Here it was from last time. Okay.
I mean,
sorry.
unless you fail, you're really gonna.
Roll.
I have +5 to
Give me a
unarmed
number.
strike, so I could take a whack at it too.
It's just when I press it, it's not.
Let's see. All right,
There we go. Oh, that's from last time.
I rolled for you since it was being
Okay.
weird.
Yeah, fine.
You hit it with an 18.
+5 or
So an unarmed strike you have +3. So I
plus
clicked
three,
on
sorry.
the, I clicked on
Okay.
the +3 to roll.
okay.
So you hit the barrel, and it just splinters, and then there's like rancid ale everywhere because there
Gross.
was ale in it.
It was ale. Okay. Well, now we know.
Did you also hit the crate, or did you just go for the barrel? Crate and barrel.
I think crate and barrel.
Oh my God.
Oh.
I'd like to do the crate as well. Hulk smash.
That explains why this entire room is beige now. I got it now. I understand.
Could
Sure.
I take a whack at the crate? Because I have scimitar +5. I feel like my scimitar could probably do a number on that crate.
Sure. There's oh my god. There's multiple crates, so you each could.
Are we just going to do a whole episode where we just smash crates and barrels?
Legend of Maringi.
Get to it. Smash it. Let's move on. Go for it.
So you each could smash a crate if you'd like.
Let's do it. It's like Christmas. Like, what do each of us get?
I mean,
Okay, I'm gonna
Well,
roll.
you gotta
I'm gonna
roll
roll on my
first.
scimitar here. Okay, 15.
All right, so you break it. You don't totally shatter it. There's just like some trinkets in there, a couple silver pieces, and some very, very old-looking jerky. You know, jerky is supposed to last a while. This looks like it's been there a long time.
How do you know when jerky's old? I mean,
It gets
Oh,
gray
no.
and it's grayish and looks even more like leather.
I eat
Than,
the
It's
jerky.
halfway to dust.
I love the rest of us are probably in slow motion towards Maringi. Like, don't eat that.
oh, Merengue will eat anything. You got a copper button stomach.
okay, so are you gonna try to
Okay,
eat this
all right.
random jerky you found?
Okay, I feel like you're leading me into a trap here, Cypher. Let me, before I make a decision there, what are the possible pros and cons? Is there a jerky roll that I should make? Can I roll on eating jerky?
No, it wouldn't be a jerky roll. It would be a constitution check later to see how it affects you.
Let me see that jerky.
Jerky roll.
Oh, the jerky roll. Okay, all right. Okay,
Oh God.
all right. Where is
This
my?
is who I am.
Oh my, no, I love it. I love it.
You
Someone
know what?
please tell me
Look,
clip
you know,
that.
we're here to play the game, right? I'm going to do it. I'm going to eat the bad beef jerky from the rotten barrel, and I'm going to roll my. So I would roll Constitution.
I'm gonna make you roll Constitution later because you need time to digest it. But the DM will
Oh,
remember
okay.
that you have eaten the bad jerky.
Okay. All right.
Barb.
So we wait. So we wait to see how well it's going to sit with me, I guess.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
At a random interval, you will be asked to make a Constitution roll.
Oh.
Like someone in your chat, it could be magical. It might be magical.
Yeah. I wonder if there's like bad jerky like take me on like a hallucinogenic trip or something.
That'd be good.
Prediction.
Yeah.
It was a bad idea.
Yeah. Barb, what did you hit it with?
Let's try to do it. Will you roll for me because it's still.
Yeah, sometimes on the phone it's not great.
It doesn't. For some reason, it wasn't letting me log in on my computer. It wanted me to log in with like Google or Twitch, and I was like, what?
Yeah, you have to log in with Twitch, unfortunately.
It's not. But somehow the account I set up isn't connected to that. So I
Weird.
don't know what happened. I
Yeah,
have
if
to
you
investigate.
yes, you got a 17.
Okay, good.
I'm sorry, the dice I have enabled make weird noises. So you two smash this crate, and like Merengue, you find some coins. You know, there's silver coins. You can grab them. We'll figure out how many you got later. And you find, you see rations that at some point may have been like bread or crackers. They're just dust at this point. You two see some jerky. And there's like a small bottle, and it's like dark green glass. You don't know what's in it, but it's there. It survived you smashing the crate open. It's like it was tucked away. You don't know that. You could take it, you could leave it.
I'm gonna take it.
Okay. So add one unknown glass bottle to your inventory, and we'll figure that out later. Or if you decide to drink it,
Oh, damn.
we'll figure out what it does later. So you've Archon or Smoop. Are you checking out what's been revealed? Are you going to investigate? Okay.
I mean, yeah, it looks like leftover. It just looks like leftover stuff. I think y'all ready to move on, maybe.
Oh my god, someone clipped the jerky roll. I love it.
Oh god.
So you move on. You go a little bit further. You're heading deeper into the caves. And I really wish you had the. Let me see if I can show you the version with numbers. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to just copy the link. Because if you can view the version with numbers, it'll be a lot easier for everyone.
Okay.
Where you were was just M14.
I'll try that one. Ah, okay.
Oh, yeah, I see
let
that.
me get this without the thumbnail.
Yeah, the version with numbers is going to be a lot easier for everyone. So you came in on the east entrance. You passed through M15 with no problem. The bottom end of before another doorway into M13 is where you found these crates and barrels. So you can either go toward M12 or into the area M13. Which way would you like
So
to
just
go?
so I'm clear, where exactly are we right now?
You're in M14.
Okay.
So basically you have, like, you've kind of gotten a lay of the land already, but the way that you started off is, I'm saying you started off toward the east entrance. So basically, like, if you entered the mine kind of the wrong way, so you're headed toward M1. You're headed toward the west entrance.
Right.
So now...
So did we pass through that door from M15 down into M14?
Yes, M15, there was nothing in there. No one bothered you, because that's the tail end of the mine. No one's really there on that side of it. M14, you found these supplies and going rancid ale. None of you got splashed with it because you'll smell like rotten ale the rest of the time. So you can either kind of go like up toward where M13 is, or down a corridor toward where M12 is, or any of those other passages.
I mean, it seems like either of those doors could take us to, like, there's no real difference between those two doors, right?
Well, if you stay kind of upright, if you stay more on the upside of M14, you'll wind up in M13,
Right.
which is that little alcove, or you could go down that hallway and wind up more M12 and other areas of the mine.
And what does it mean to pass through a door? Do we are they locked? Do we have to worry about them? Can we just pass through them easily?
It depends. I may either make you a roll, or it could just be a big arch, because this is a mine.
Okay.
It's not really useful to put big doorways with locks on them, because, like, people with carts of ore and things have to pass by, so big doors that could rush shut, or if the mechanism breaks, someone get trapped down there, it's not really useful. So for the ease of storytelling and not making you do a bunch of checks just to look for lockpicking, most of the doorways you're going to find are these big arches.
Right.
For the most part. You are going to come across actual doors eventually, depending on which way you go. But for ease of storytelling and not making you just make a bunch of rolls just for the sake of making you roll, a lot of these doorways that you're seeing are just big arches you can walk through.
I mean, I'll happily go with the flow, but, like, having watched my wife play a lot of video games lately, she really likes to light up every section of the map. So my feeling is, why not check out that chamber in M13? It's not out of our way.
What do the rest of you think?
I'm in. Let's check it out.
I mean, yeah.
Let's do it.
I'm
fine with sightseeing, but I want to make sure that we're
gotta
not.
be timely about it.
Yeah, we're not checking every inch of this.
It's not a big
of this
detour.
mine.
It's like it's right there. So why
Yeah,
not?
I mean,
Roll.
Fair enough.
so when you're going to pass through this doorway that leads you toward M13, And as you turn that corner, so you see there's no doorway into M13.
Mm-hmm.
I still want you to make a check to see if you notice anything as you go into the small cavern. Small part of the cavern.
What is it we're rolling on right now?
You are doing investigation.
Oh, investigation.
Sorry, that was perception. Let me do investigation.
19 total.
Okay.
7.
22.
So, Gary, you got 6. Shannon,
7.
Adam,
22.
and Brian.
19.
All right. Archon and Smoop, you notice something moving in the darkness. And it's definitely alive. And there's more than one.
Ooh.
All right.
So what do you see what's further in, or do you let your party members know you've got something?
We definitely let our party members know.
Yeah,
that something's
absolutely.
here.
Like, and this is just like we can just tell around like into M13 like something's in there and something's moving and there's a lot of it.
Yeah.
Or there's more than one of it.
There's more than one.
Can I roll insight to see if I can tell what it is?
You would have to get further in because you had a low investigation
Okay.
roll. So once they tell you that there's something in there, you all could either go further in with torches up, or you could go like kind of at the mouth of into M13 and do an investigation again to see if you can tell what it is.
For those of us who have natural dark vision, does that help us at all here?
It would help you on an investigation check, I think. Let me double check.
That's what I'm thinking. If there's no torches in there, let's at least see if we can
Because I have dark vision too.
gray and fuzzy it. Yeah.
Yeah, a couple of us do.
All right. Yes, I meant dark vision bonus. Jesus Christ. Sorry, Google did not help me. So for Archon, you can see in dim light within 60 feet as if it were a bright light. Mm-hmm. So, and you also rolled well. So because of that, what you see are 5 giant rats.
Not were-rats?
Not were-rats, just regular old rats.
So they don't have like a 4 rat.
No.
If there's an organizational structure, I just want to know before we barrel one in there.
No, these are just run-of-the-mill rats that have gotten very fat off forgotten supplies left in the caves.
Yeah, just like still like oh wait, have they sorry, are they just in there doing rat stuff? Like they're not like all of a sudden like they did the freeze because they noticed somebody was around?
Not yet.
Yeah, did they look like they were up to something?
Are these suspicious rats?
Yeah, were these scheming rats?
They're just doing rat things. But are you all going in the room?
Then
No,
yeah,
I feel like
just,
we're out. We're done. We're good with
just
that, right?
Rats is rats.
Yeah,
What do we,
there's-
come on. It
just, like,
wasn't
giant
that
rats.
exciting.
Well, let's go.
We checked it out. It was an unknown chamber. It's just got some rats in it.
On to
move on.
another M.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you're not going to go investigate these giant rats or anything, right?
I feel good about letting them do their thing.
Well,
when the DM,
when you say
says
giant
it, like,
rats,
when the DM
is there
says
anything?
it like that, I'm like,
Yeah, is there anything abnormal about these rats? Are they oversized rats?
They're bigger than average rats. And they also have dark vision, so they might have noticed you, or they may have smelled you because they have that ability as giant rats. Mm-hmm. But they're not like attacking you. But you know, the closer you get into M13, the more they're going to realize, oh, not a rat, predator. And they may do the freeze thing, or depending on what you do, they may form up and form Rat Voltron. Not really Rat Voltron.
Rat King.
Rat King!
Is there any benefit to us going in here? And
I'm still feeling like there's no real
exterminating?
reason to stick around in this rat chamber.
No, not really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm. That's a no from me.
yeah,
Let's move
I'm,
on.
I'm fine moving on.
All right.
I'm happy to move. I'm happy to
Fine.
move down into M12.
It's an old mine. We saw some rats.
All right. Is everyone fine with going to M12?
Yes.
Indeed.
All right. There's nothing interesting in M12 except some wooden cots that are currently empty.
Okay.
So yeah, clearly someone, group of mine workers sleeps there, but currently they're uninhabited. So I'm going to roll a d20 to see which way you all go.
Uh-oh.
Actually, I'm going to roll a d12 because I never get to roll a d12.
Sweet.
I rolled a 6. So
What now? When you roll a 6, how does that tell you which way we're going to go?
so the DM has a list of what's in each section.
Oh, okay.
So that was the only reason I was worried about giving you the version with numbers on it. I wasn't sure if it would tell you what was in each section, but it's just the map.
Right.
Okay, so that is the place you've already been. You all. You're going to go up to M8 and give me investigation checks.
Okay.
Do I get any added bonus for dark vision on my investigation check or no?
I was just looking that up because it popped up for Tiefling. Let me look at your sheet.
I got a 6.
12.
You should. Let me look at your features and traits really quick while everyone's rolling. No, it just means that you can see in darkness up to 60
Okay.
feet. You
Well, I
don't
got
get
a
a.
17.
Okay, well you
Yeah,
can
17.
see. All right. So you have wandered toward M8 and nothing of interest. There's just more storage, but it's tools, it's pickaxes. There's no one there. It's just storage for stuff. I mean, you could go through the crates, but there's not a lot there. It looks like, just if you're doing a shift in the mine, you come here and get a pickaxe and go about your way.
Okay.
While we've just as a general party noticing thing, while we've been making our way through the mine, we are passing other were-rat either residents and or workers, right? Like we're not just all of a sudden traversing a path and there's no one.
From where you are, you've seen one or two were-rats, but they're like they've done their shift in the mine. They don't care about you. Word has started to trickle down that there's a new overseer, and the people who escorted him might be wandering around, so they're not too concerned with you.
Okay.
So you're in M8. It's just storage, and right now you could either backtrack, but there's not that would be a long way and probably the end of this week's adventure if you decided to backtrack, or you could go forward to M4.
I say go forward.
Let's move forward.
Yup.
All right. So for this door, I'm going to actually make one of you check because these doors are locked. Because this is where some were-rats have chosen to hole up that may or may not be friendly to strangers.
Okay. And what would we roll here?
Sleight of hand for lockpicking.
Where is that? Oh, I see it. Well, I'm a -1 on that. That's not going to be
Me
great.
too.
for me.
Do you want me to roll for you, Shannon?
It's been working. Let me
Okay.
just try again.
Okay. Also, let me get off of your character sheet in case that is.
Oh, that might be why. Yeah, I got a 3.
Okay. So you
13.
didn't. 13. Archon.
Oh, hold on. 8.
You know it's locked.
I should have used my regular dice. Dang it, not the D&D Beyond. You ass.
So Smoop is the MVP of this session. 'Cause-
On the dice, surely he's got the hot hand.
but yeah, so Smoop, you got the best roll, so you can go pick that lock open. You've played enough video games, or you've just been such a ne'er-do-well in your life that you picked up some tricks of picking locks. And as the door swings open, You stand up and realize that there's a very angry, burly were-rat with a sword on his back staring at you,
Oh dear.
wondering
Dun, dun,
who
dun.
you are.
Is it possible for me to sneak away?
No! You have picked the lock and basically walked in their living room, so no.
Bravely ran away.
And actually, your trespass is where we're going to stop this week. It's for a bit of tension.
On that cliffhanger moment.
Yes.
Dun.
Oh
Dun, dun,
my.
dun.
Yes, and Smoop, you open the... it would be like if you just walked in my living room right now. Adam's like, I'm out! But yes, that cliffhanger is where we're going to stop this week. So we will be back next week, the 22nd. And we'll see if Smoop survives his lock-picking ways.
God damn it.
Smoop, just when Smoop looked like he was coming good,
You were loving those
walked
dice
us all into the
day.
biggest trouble we've had yet.
All day, you were loving those dice, and now what?
Yeah,
I
now
mean-
look where it's got us.
The dice are your
The
friends.
hubris.
The dice are
Smoop's
your...
hubris has caught up with him.
The dice are your friends and sometimes your worst enemy. So before we say what everyone's up to, how do you all feel about coming back to the table? How was this week? Because we've been gone a couple weeks.
It's super fun. I was just
Yeah.
the last hour and a half too, I really was having a really good time. I mean, I was having a good time the whole time, but I was really starting to
Like, really get there?
yeah, really having fun. Yeah.
I'd like to say I think this is the best one that we've done. This is the most fun that I've had. I feel like I'm starting to get the hang of it now, both the mechanics of the game and kind of the social group dynamics of playing and role playing. I think the first couple of episodes, we were, it kind of took a moment to kind of like get into our groove. But I think I agree with Shannon. I think this one was really good.
Yeah, I'm just writing a note that Smoop opens the door to a giant were-rat.
I just
That's
love.
the
I
Dungeon
love how
Crossing.
we started out and friendly, and Adam is just looking the most ominous of anybody on this Zoom call right now.
Gone full.
Like I thought
full
you were
Sith.
Canadian. You're supposed to be nice. What the hell?
Oh my god.
He's got a
Ominous.
blue light. Adam, where is that blue? What is that blue light source you've got going on there?
Oh, we can leave the basement and wander around if people want.
Oh
Jeez.
yeah, let's
see
do that.
the light
We're up
plus
from
the,
table.
plus the fan on the hood. Kind of like it's all working. Really,
Oh yeah, I
really
just
well.
noticed the
Oh
hood's
yeah, he's got
moving.
like the dramatic cape, the dramatic hood blowing. He's got it all going on.
It's coming
Yes.
from this area.
Yes, I've wandered outside.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, can I get? Oh, I was like my Switch won't respond.
I
Your
kind of feel like I need
Um,
to bring some cosplay to the next episode now. Adam's
Right.
really committed, or at least he
Right.
should be.
Oh, you're wearing the meme cat shirt. I love it.
Yeah, I love it. I'm a big fan of this meme cat.
I should have
Yeah.
worn it too.
Oh
I
my god.
have
My
it.
matching. Check out my matching sneakers. They're purple sneakers that go with it.
Oh,
Look.
those are cute. I like
Yeah.
it.
You love to see it.
My cat Jock Villager gave me this shirt and was very happy to see me wearing it today.
Cute.
It's cute.
But yeah, coming back has been fun. I've actually kind of missed it, and I absolutely feel like we are kind of found our groove just in terms of like each other, the give and take, and
Yeah.
like moving the scenes along as opposed to all of us are like, I don't know what will we do. So yeah,
I agree.
Yay.
It's really good.
We did it.
Yay! Thanks everyone. And again, thanks Cypher
Everyone?
for teaching us. It's been really good.
Yeah. I'm loving it.
Yay.
And thanks
Good.
everyone for coming and watching.
oh yeah.
So are we going again next Saturday? Is everyone available to go again? Episode 4.
Yep.
All right, great.
We're good for the 22nd, the 29th. If you all want to hang out and talk about like the previous week on either I'll leave my island open. You all can hang out, or because I'm doing a charity game for Jasper's Game Day, and that was booked way
Nice.
before this came
Oh
up.
yay.
So yeah, it's gonna be. Oh, I need to ask what channel it's gonna be on. But I'm gonna run them through the Infernal Goose Chase, and if y'all ever want to do that as
Oh
a
my
fun
goodness,
one shot,
that freaking goose.
Brian,
The
you want
goose game?
So Brian, tell them about the Goose Chase.
I was actually, it's funny, this is like weirdly off topic and then back on topic. I was thinking weirdly about how my first like live play was the Mouse Guard game. And to us, we fought a chicken. So I'm like, okay, so we fought essentially a giant bird. And then the next one is like the Infernal Goose. And I'm just like, please tell me that you don't have some gigantic bird lined up for Dungeon Crossing, because I swear.
No. The Infernal Goose is my homebrew creature. This is a pre-written adventure that I'm tweaking as we go along.
But that was a very fun. It was a very fun, definitively after dark game, and we had a lot of fun. We basically got sent to hell, which I'm like the newbie. I didn't know how anything in Avernus, aka hell, worked, so it was a lot of fun to learn. And then we ended up fighting this massive goose creature, which one of our party members, Gabe James Games. Oof, that's a rough one. His character build was perfectly built for demolishing this goose. So the goose was cooked.
Wow.
Yeah.
And many puns were made about the goose, just like, yep, that's it. But it was fantastic. It was fantastic.
We did it.
That was super fun.
Thanks, everybody.
All right.
See you next week.
Yes, so tell everyone who you are, what you do, where we can find you when you're not here. We're going to go in reverse order, so Gary, you get to go first.
Many of you are watching me right now on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/GaryWitter. The number one thing we're trying to do right now is grow our little YouTube channel. youtube.com/GWitter is where you go to find archived episodes of Dungeon Crossing, also Animal Talking, and everything else that we do over there. There's some new stuff that's going to be coming to the channel soon. So please do go to youtube.com/GWHITTA and toss us a sub. We'd love to have you.
Damn it, Adam.
Fish again. He cannot help himself.
Although
Adam, I'm
not blocked by that, so that's fine. That's fine. I'm good.
You're blocking Shannon. Don't be rude.
I know, it's just rude.
I'm going to catch that fish, Adam, and
It's
cook
just
it.
straight up rude.
Problem is,
Wow.
I'm gonna feel bad until all of us have sunfishes, and then just at some point we're all like, "That's it. I need to go like fish farming."
I mean, you can go fishing.
thinking
You're
of
right
sun-
here.
Sunfish centipede there, Shannon.
Here's the best part. I can just make Adam disappear. Look at that. He's gone. I just wiped it. I just took him out. He's done.
Wow.
I can
The
also
power.
make myself disappear.
Oh my God.
Don't promise what you can't
Wait, what
deliver.
is he?
Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. Very good.
All right. So
That's
so
that's a
so
stealth
Adam,
roll.
it's actually your turn to tell us who you are.
Yes,
what you
Adam,
do.
tell us about yourself, please.
I am actually here, guys.
Magical.
Where were you?
Yeah. What the hell?
Amazing.
You
A
said
weed.
you were going to use the invisibility cloak on the stream. It really confuses people, Adam. Come on.
All right. What?
I am Adam. I have way too much free time on my hands. And you can find me at Nickervision on Twitter, where I rarely tweet. I mostly just retweet stuff that we're doing on Animal Talking right now. Sometimes I make video games, and you should go find them and play them.
I'm Shannon Woodward. I'm an actor, and I have also been streaming at twitch.tv/ShannonIsLive. If you want to catch up and watch some of the streams I did the last couple weeks, you could check it out on my YouTube channel, which is Shannon Woodward Live. And I'm on Twitter as Shannon Woodward. And that's it.
Brian.
I am Brian. I am Urban Bohemian on Twitter, Twitch, and pretty much anywhere that will let me have that username. If it won't let me have that username, I will never get over it. I stream here on Twitch 3 times a week, and I am very wordy and chatty on Twitter, and really enjoy doing stuff like this. And later on today, since the world happened, FlameCon is going to be virtual, and actually Cypher of Tyr, Tanya, will be moderating a panel on streaming as a hobby or career. It's going to be actually on, I think they're going to have it live on Facebook and YouTube, so it'll be on their channels. But yeah, if you look at any of our socials, Tanya's or mine, you will see a link to it, and would love to see y'all in chat.
Oh, and Generic Nerd just popped up, who's also on that panel with us.
So yeah, it'll be okay. I'll do the proper thing. It'll be me, Tanya as the moderator, Generic Nerd, Pleasantly Twisted, Critical Bard, and Dicey Amazons.
Yep. And if someone could grab that tweet while I'm talking, that'd be great. And I'm Tanya. I'm your DM. I'm here most of the time. I've had a project that has kept me underwater, so this is my first stream in a week. So it's good to see you, be live, and say hi to people. Tomorrow, if you like D&D, I am playing Sleece Astorio on Rivals of Waterdeep over on the official D&D channel. Same time as this show, except we only go 2 hours. And as Brian said, we're doing FlameCon virtually today. Later today. And Sunday nights I also do Aegon, which is a Greek mythology RPG over on Bard and Barbarian. And that is run by our lovely friend Diana. And I get to be a demigod version of my paladin, because I'm that person that plays the same character in every game I run or I'm in. So yeah, and one last thing before we go, if you follow me on Twitter, you may have seen Mustang Art. Sarah did a great add-in for D&D, which is the combat wheelchair, and friends went ahead and sculpted minis for them, so you can buy a mini now of a combat wheelchair. And I threw it out on Twitter that I would buy some minis for people who wanted to get them, but money's tight. And a lot of people have kicked in money. So we're almost at $2,000 worth of money to buy people minis that would really like them but can't buy them. So go to Twitter, find the tweet with the instructions. Please don't just at me or DM me. I'm trying to track everything through email. The store is in the UK, so keep in mind that it is British pounds to US dollars if you are asking for money to buy them or if you want to chip in to buy them. And yeah, until the money runs out, we are doing that. So if you would like some minis and money's tight, hit me up on Twitter and I'll get you some PayPal. But for now, I think I want to go raid one of our other panelists, Pleasantly Twisted, who's live playing more Final Fantasy VII.
Very cool. Yeah, and for people in my stream, don't go anywhere. We're going to about to raid a baby Animal Crossing streamer on the back end of this in just about 30 seconds. So, well, thanks to everyone for coming and for playing. That was great. Look forward to doing it again next week.
Absolutely.
Guys, see you soon.
Yeah.
Bye.
See you in a week. Bye.
Take care, everyone.
Bye-bye.
I am still live.
I was
All
like,
right,
you're gonna
don't go
raid. You're
anywhere.
gonna
We're
raid
about
a
to raid.
baby? What?
Just a baby in a crib.
It's just
I
a
mean,
baby.
you got to start that streaming career early. Let me tell you.
Hey, no one's doing it yet. Someone's got